Blog Talk Radio.
Here we go. Blast off.
This is True Capitalist Radio. True Capitalist Radio.
I am your host, the man they call Ghost.
The badass of business.
Give him capitalism or give him death.
That's it. Period.
Broadcasting from his Skyline office studios in beautiful downtown Austin, Texas.
You sound fruitier than a box of Fruit Loops, for Christ's sake.
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the prognosticator of prognosticators, the man they call Ghost.
I'm telling you, it's a new day in America. I can definitely feel it. I don't know if you can, but I can. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me to another edition of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. This is episode number 391, number 391 for all the folks that are keeping track of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And before we get into anything else, I'd like for everybody to please spread it around like wildfire and let everybody know that True Capitalist Radio is in effect and in the house. And we are live every Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, right here on the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost. Anyway, if you haven't already done so as well, folks, please follow me on Twitter. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores. Politics Ghost is the name to follow, all right? Now, I'm telling you this right now. I am feeling the new day in America. And not only am I, all the liberals that are out there crying all over the country, I'm loving it. 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 I'm loving seeing all these liberal tears out here. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and take a sip on some liberal tears right now. Yeah, they're just so delicious. Keep them coming, liberals. Keep them goddamn coming, for heaven's sake. And on top of which, folks, I want to talk a little bit about the Trump effect later on in this broadcast. I'm telling you, the Trump effect is not only happening here in this country, but throughout the world. Throughout the goddamn world. And we're going to talk about that here in a second. But let me go ahead and go over the markets, because I know that everybody is anticipating my analysis on what the hell's going on with the markets. And it hasn't changed from what I alluded to yesterday. I'm telling you this right now. These investors, in my opinion, this is a trap. I think this is a trap here. I think they're trying to lure people into the market before it literally craps out. This is an overinflated market, folks. All right, now, I'm not trying to prevent anybody from, if they want to go ahead and go into the market and gain some liquidity on some short-term pattern day trading. But I'm telling you this right now. This is not the way the market's going to be. This is going to be very short-term. A lot of factors are going to bring this market down, and let me tell you, it could be fourth quarter earnings. It could be bad economic data. It could be bad GDP growth. And, of course, folks, we're all waiting for the Federal Reserve to raise interest rates, and now that Donald Trump is president, I personally believe that they may raise interest rates 1.5 points. I mean, just really, really a dramatic amount, to the point where it literally throws a wrench in an already puttering economy, folks. And I think that's exactly what's happening here. So as far as I'm concerned, I know that everybody's all up in the market right now. Everybody's like, yay, the market, yay. But in my personal opinion, folks, I think this is fool's gold, like I said yesterday. All right, this is fool's gold. I do not believe that this market is for real. I personally believe that this is a ruse by Wall Street in an attempt to lure people to put more money in their 401ks, to put more money in their funds, mutual funds, hedge funds, whatever the case might be. I think it's fool's gold, folks. So, as I stated, if you're going to come into the market, you're going to go and you're going to short-term pattern day trade for liquidity purposes, well, by all means, go ahead and do so, but be very aware that at any time, this damn market could tank at any point. I mean, talking free fall. I'm talking so bad that when the first free fall actually happens, they're going to have to pull the plug on the market. I'm calling this right now. I'm calling it right now. If the damn whole market goes into a free fall, folks, I personally believe that they're going to pull the plug on the market. And remember, they pull the plug, I believe, after about a 600-point drop on a single day in the Dow. In my personal opinion, I think that we're way overdue for even a more dramatic drop than that. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to the markets because I really do want to talk about Trump train news. I want to talk about Donald Trump. I want to talk about the new day in America, the new day in the world. I want to talk about making America great again, so on and so forth. Now, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about the Dow Jones Industrial. For the second day in a row, we see positive plus-side numbers for the Dow. And once again, I'm saying this is fool's gold, folks. I'm telling you, Wall Street, their candidate lost. Take a look at all the millions of dollars that were dumped into Hillary Rotten Clinton's campaign from Wall Street. I'm telling you this is fool's gold, folks. I've seen this before. So don't be fooled by this that, oh, look, it's a great economy. I'm just going to go ahead and throw all the money that I've got. I'm going to double down on my 401k. I'm going to go out there and buy more mutual funds, hedge funds. Don't do it. Don't do it. And look, I'm warning you. Anyway, and of course, though, if you want to go and pattern trade, you want to day trade, you want a short-term trade, you want to hold on to a share for about 5 to 10, 15 minutes, and then get out so you can get whatever liquidity that you can, by all means. But once again, folks, this thing can free fall at any time, and I've been there when it has, and it ain't pretty, all right? 1987, baby, it ain't pretty. And back then, you had to call an asshole on the phone and say, look, I want to sell my shares. So, it ain't pretty. Anyway, let's go to the Dow Jones Industrial, all right? The Dow right now is up 218.19 points, a percentage increase of 1.17% increase on the day, closing out the Dow Jones Industrials at 18,807.88 points for the Dow Jones Industrials. Almost 19,000. That's just ridiculous. I mean, honestly, folks, take a look at the balance sheets of most of these corporations, with the exception of maybe about a handful in the Dow. Most of these corporations are smoke and mirroring it as it relates to their earnings. You know, they're cutting, they're laying off, they're cutting back, they're using cheaper resources, they're using cheaper capital goods. There's a lot of different cooking of the books that is enabling a lot of this overinflated market. And I'm telling you, it is overinflated. I have said this time and time again. I think the true value of the Dow is at least at 10,000, maybe 10,500 points. I think that's the true book value of the Dow at this point in time. Everything else past 10,500 in the index, everything past that is pure fluff. It's pure fool's gold, and I hope that you cashed out and you're sitting on some cash, because that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for the crash. I'm waiting for the free fall. I'm waiting. And look, folks, if you look back in my archive at blogtalkradio.com/ghost, when I first made the transition from true conservative radio, which is what I was known as before, into true capitalist radio, at the time the Dow Jones Industrial was at 8,000 points. 8,000 points, all right? I mean, just think, right now it's almost 19,000 points. And I was telling everybody at that time to go into the market. I mean, now was the time. Buy low, sell high. All right, and that's what I was trying to encourage everybody to do at the time. And if you listen, and all you had to do, as I stated, folks, is just put a whole damn bunch of blue chip Dow Jones Industrial stocks on a dartboard, thrown a dart at that son of a bitch, whatever it landed on at that time, you could have bought in on it, and you could have saved it and invested in it or value invested in it up until now, and you'd be worth some major cake. All right, you'd have some net worth, for heaven's sake. You know what I'm saying? But now, at this point in time, you don't want to buy in at these highs, folks. You do not. In my opinion, I think everyone should cash out. I think everybody should be sitting on cash right now. And the next crash that happens, that's what you want. You want to go in when everybody's leaving. And that's what I have always said, and it bears repeating. That's what made Warren Buffett the billions of dollars that he has. Buy low, sell high. When everybody's leaving the market, that's when you want to go into the market. And as I've stated, Warren Buffett has been a long-term investor, and he's made his billions on long-term investing. But the only way you can do this, all right, is if you go in when everybody's leaving. And the only way you can go in when everybody's leaving is if you're sitting on some cash. If you actually got some cash. So that's why I'm telling everybody it's good to have a decent cash reserve at this point in time, man. I'm telling you this right now. All right, I'm waiting. I've been waiting. I mean, I'm still gaining liquidity as these markets are – I don't know what the hell the markets are doing. I don't even think the investors know what the markets are doing. I mean, look at these stupid charts, man. It doesn't even make any sense. Okay, let's go to the S&P for a second, okay? S&P 500 up 4.22 points, a percentage increase of 0.20%, closing out the S&P at 2,167.48 points. Now, I don't understand how that works, okay? We've got the Dow up over 1% today, and then we've got the S&P modestly up at 0.20%. All right? I mean, that doesn't even compute. I mean, if this was a full-fledged bull plus market, if it was a bull market at this point in time, we'd be seeing at least 1% across the board on all indexes, and we don't. All right? I mean, take a look at the NASDAQ, for Christ's sake. The NASDAQ didn't even close in on the plus side, for heaven's sake. NASDAQ composite right now is down 42.27 points, a percentage decrease of 0.81%, closing out the NASDAQ at 5,208.80 points for the NASDAQ composite. So once again, folks, you're seeing weird discrepancies in all these indexes out here. And in my personal opinion, it's just further proof that the investment community doesn't know their ass from their elbow. They're skittish. They're impulsive. I mean, finance fundamentals is literally thrown out the window. And I'm hoping that when Donald Trump is elected president, he can enact certain things that will enable the market to be open to not just these exclusive ass clowns on Wall Street, but to everybody. And I think everybody in America should be able to partake in the market and be able to navigate their own finances, be able to carve out their own destinies. That's why I try to tell people about the market. That's why I try to tell people how to invest in the market. That's why I encourage people to do so. At this point in time, the only thing I'm encouraging is if you want to pattern trade, you want to catch dips, ride waves for extra liquidity, that's the only thing I advise at this point in time. I'm serious. I think that everything's going to crash. It's not if, it's when. And just look at the discrepancies in the different indexes, man. Anyway, let's move on to the commodities, folks, all right? Because as I stated, I want to go ahead and get to some Trump news because, by God, it's a great day in America. And literally the world is bowing down. I mean, look at the Trump effect. I mean, I'm going to talk about that later on the broadcast. The Trump effect, you can even see it in the market here, man. You can even see it in the damn market, for heaven's sake. Good God. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to the commodities here, and let's get to energy. Now, the IAEA, the International Atomic Energy Agency, which is an international bureaucratic institution, it put out a report today that stated that OPEC is at all-time high production levels, even though these idiots have been supposedly meeting in an attempt to try to cut supply so that we can bring up some of these damn oil prices. But for whatever reason, all right, the leaders of the OPEC meetings cannot convince these other producers from cutting. I mean, some producers are willing to cut, some aren't, some are only willing to cut a certain amount. And literally, this is what has been retarding the progress in any potential profit in the energy commodity sector. Now, when the IAEA put out its report today that that OPEC is at all-time high production levels, this just throws a wrench in an already puttering goddamn energy sector. Let's go ahead and get to it as far as I'm concerned. Energy right now, WTI sweet crude, folks, down 98 cents. A percentage decrease of 2.16% on the day. Good God! You see, that's why I told you I abandoned ship about a week ago on this. Remember I said, look, I am no longer holding anything as it relates to any kind of oil ETFs or anything of that nature. These idiots at OPEC can't, I don't know what it is. I don't know if they got their turbines on too tight on their heads. I don't know what it is, but they can't come to an agreement on how much to cut, who's going to cut, how much. They can't figure it out. So as a result, we've been seeing a dramatic decrease in the energy commodity sector, and we're going to continue to see it. And I'm surprised by it, to be honest with you. We're headed into the holidays. You would think that a lot of these oil-producing nation-states would have a financial incentive to cut production and to increase the cost of oil and barrels of oil. But, of course, I guess common sense, once again, in investing has gone out the window with everybody, folks. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Anyway, it closes out WTI sweet crude at $44.29 per barrel of WTI sweet crude. Let's go to Brent crude, which is the crude oil consumed by Europe and that part of the globe. It is down today 75 cents, a percentage decrease of 1.62%, closing out Brent crude at $45.61 per barrel of Brent crude oil. Gasoline continues its downfall today, folks. It is down 1.66% decrease on the day. Natural gas, after seeing some highs here, 2% increases for the past couple of days, it is now down today. People are taking profits. It is down 1.30% decrease for natural gas today. Heating oil is also down 0.71% decrease for heating oil. Let's go ahead and get to metals, shall we? The metals! Let's get to the goddamn metals! And, once again, these investors don't know their goddamn asses from their elbows, folks. Take a look at the metals. It doesn't even make any goddamn sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Fios is not cable. We're wired differently, which means you can get the fastest internet available with equal upload and download speeds from 50 to 500 megs. So you can upload 200 photos before your favorite song is finished. Click the ad and switch to Fios today to get our best offer ever.
Gold today is down, all right, $14.90, a percentage decrease of 1.17% decrease on the day, closing out gold at $1,258.60 per troy ounce of gold. Now, folks, this is just completely erratic, and this is why I keep telling you, these investors in this goddamn market don't know jack. They're running scared, man. They don't know what the hell they're doing. This is reflective of this. That's why I'm like, wait and see at this point in time. That's why, all these plans of me wanting to, possibly having a morning show for folks that want to, trade in the morning, that want to hear a market insight. I'm waiting on that, folks, because I'm telling you right now, I don't want to teach people how to invest in a market that is emotionally impulsive, that is financially erratic, that is completely ridiculous. And that's what we're seeing right now. It's ridiculous goddamn investment community, for heaven's sake. As election night was progressing, all right, and it was coming clear that Donald Trump was going to be the president-elect, the Dow Jones reacted. The futures was down as low as 800 goddamn points. I saw gold get as high as about $1,315, $1,320. All right, and now we've got this magnetic reversal, for heaven's sake. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense. And then to continue with the erratic investing of these idiots in the market today, silver. Okay, you would think silver would be down, considering gold is down 1% today. No, silver is up 23 cents, a percentage increase of 1.24% increase on the day for silver, closing out silver at $18.61 per troy ounce of silver. This is what I'm saying, folks. This doesn't even make any goddamn sense. I'm telling you, these investors, they make me, I don't know. This is why we need more people investing in the market, man. We shouldn't see this kind of erratic nonsense. And the reason that we're seeing it, folks, is because there's not that many people invested in it. The majority of the folks that are invested in the markets are big fund managers, mutual fund managers, hedge fund managers, money market, man. I mean, all these big wigs, man, that are in control of billions and billions of dollars of other people's money. And literally what they do is they just sit back and they just trade it all day. They just sit back and trade other people's money all goddamn day. And this is really what it's all about as it relates to the investment community of today. This is what it comprises of: a bunch of bigwig, idiot fund managers that are taking billions of other people's money and playing the market with it. And this is why you see such erratic crap. Anyway, we've got copper. Copper, we saw a 3% increase yesterday. I'm seeing another 3.27% increase today for copper. I'm telling you, it's very interesting right there, man. There's a big jump on copper here for the past couple of days. And as I stated, folks, every penny before the year 1983 is made of actual copper. And as I stated yesterday, folks, you could go go to your nearest demolition company and say that you'll help them prep demolition if you get dibs on some of the raw materials. And there's a lot of copper to be stripped down on a lot of appliances, on a lot of air conditioning units, a lot of things, electrical, so on and so forth, that you can literally strip down in a demolition process and make a few $100s just by taking the materials and cashing them out at a metal scrap situation. So, as I stated, folks, all right, there are a variety of ways to make money, all right? As a matter of fact, some people are taking my advice, and they're going to their banks, and they're getting $20, $30 worth of $50. And look, this is something that is a strategy for you folks that maybe want to, make a quick buck or two. And this is what I always do. I always think about making money. That's what I do, making money, baby. You go to your bank and say, you give them a $20 bill, all right? Give them a $50 bill and say, yeah, I'd like $20 or $50 in $50, okay? In $50. And what you want to do by them doing that is to be able to potentially catch any $50 that were printed or minted, I should say, before 1964. All right, any $50 before 1964 are silver, baby. I mean, they're worth a hell of a lot more than the face value or the spot value of that particular coin right there, baby. I'm telling you, this is how you make money. I'm not joking around. I've got a teenager who's doing this, and he's literally going to the bank on a daily basis, and he's literally making about, $50, $100 a day extra just going to the bank and cashing out in $50. All right? And moreover, folks, I do want to remind everybody that every quarter and dime before 1963, I believe it is. It may be 64, but I say 63 just to be certain. Every dime and quarter before 1963 is silver. So, literally, there are so many ways to make money. You can make money by looking for money. I'm just saying, man, you got to start thinking like a capitalist. You have to start thinking like a capitalist, baby. You know what I'm saying? Because what people need to realize is that all your dreams, everything that you want to happen, everything that you wish you had materially, every experience that you want to have, no one, and I repeat, no one is going to give that to you. And that's why you have to carve out your own destiny. You have to be the one that creates the potential and the possibility for you to carve out what it is that you want, what it is that you wish, the experience that you want. No one's going to give it to you, folks. And that's why all these stupid little left-wing, liberal, long-haired, bedwetting hippies across the country that were triggered by George Soros-funded agitators in this Trump protest, that's why they're out there protesting, folks. Haven't you noticed all these social justice warriors, all these leftists, all they do is bitch and moan. Bitch and moan. That's all they know how to do. And what do they bitch and moan about? Oh, I don't know how to get this. I don't have that. I want my education paid for. I want free food. I want free health care. Free. Give me. And you see, folks, you've got the government giving them the scraps of what is necessary to live, and yet they're still bitching and moaning. You see what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying that's the difference between a capitalist and some low-life, waste-of-life loser that claims to be a socialist, communist, leftist. And I'm saying, look, I know that you've got both sides of the supposed political class trying to claim that, oh, we have to bring the country together. We've got to bring the country together and have unity. You know what? F you. How about that? You could take your unity and shove it up your ass, as far as I'm concerned. I had to sit here and eat 8 years. 8 goddamn years of Obama. I had to sit here and swallow. I had to navigate economically, for Christ's sake. I had to sit here and watch how this son of a bitch turned America into a freaking cuckold connoisseur. Obama turned this country into a goddamn nation of cuckold connoisseurs, man. And I had to sit there and take it. I had to sit here and take Occupy Wall Street. I had to sit here and take Black Lives Matter. I had to sit here and take all this disgusting nonsense. I had to sit here and take that, being a community organizer is actually a very valiant occupation. I mean, I had to sit here and take this crap. I had to sit here and palate that government jobs, bureaucratic jobs, have superseded private sector jobs. I had to sit here and palate all the overwhelming government regulation that was infringing upon my brick-mortar businesses. I had to sit here and palate for 8 goddamn years. I had to palate the government turning America into a bunch of welfare recipient project cases. I had to sit here and watch as the goddamn Obama administration tore apart the American family, how the liberals tore apart the American family, and how within the past 8 years there are more single mothers and single parents in this country than ever before in American goddamn history. I had to sit here and palate all this garbage. I had to sit here and just I just had to sit here and take it. And now you've got the left, you got Obama, you got the political class, you got the media, you got all these people claiming, we've got to come together. We've got to come together and we've got to unify under the country. I get shut up. Let me tell you something, all right? I'm going to be honest with you, all right? I don't want to unify with these stupid liberal pieces of garbage, all right? I don't want to unify with these people. These people are pieces of trash. These people have voluntarily turned our country into a pussified version of itself, all right? And look, I'm not going to get to the agriculture right now. Look, the bottom line is I want to talk about this Trump effect, all right? I want to talk about the Trump effect. The bottom line is, folks, is that this damn Obama, this mulatto, all right, or supposed black president, even though this president has thrown black people back about 60 years economically, socially, and politically. I'm serious, man. I'm not joking. And that's why I'm saying, man, what we need to do, and we need to comprehend, is that now that we are over with Obama, take a look at the Trump effect. I mean, the Trump effect is in full effect. I mean, take a look at what it's done to the markets. The markets don't know whether well, I shouldn't say that. They don't know whether to pee or get off the pot. You know what I mean? They don't know whether to take a crap or get off the pot. They don't know whether they're coming or going. I mean, take a look at all the supposed enemies of America. They're now bowing down. They're now bowing down because of the Trump effect. All right, folks? And why weren't they doing this under Obama? I mean, wasn't Obama Mr. Diplomacy? I mean, isn't that what that idiot ran on in 2008? Mr. Diplomacy? He ran on the fact that, hey, elect me. They'll love me. I mean, literally, that was his campaign in 2008. Hey, elect me. The world will love me. And let me tell you, I'll never forget, all right, you idiots that were out there like a bunch of lab rats running to a food pellet back in 2008. And I'm not just talking about you American Nimrods. I'm talking about you people in Europe, too. Y'all remember that? When Obama decided to go take his little tour out there, and I remember specifically in some of these, I think in Germany had 1 million people out there weeping and crying over the stupid imbecile. And look at Germany now. Look at Germany now. I'm telling you, folks, people need to take a little bit step back and realize how far down the rabbit hole we have come. We have come down the rabbit hole to the point where in 2008, everybody, hope and change, and yes, we can, and it's going to be such a great world when Obama's elected. I remember hearing this crap in 2008. We just need to elect Obama. If we elect Obama, the world will love us. Europe will love us. The world will be in peace. What happened? The world is in complete disorder. It's in complete disorder. And everybody has gone mad in this country. And what I mean by that is that this government, and look, we have to credit the government public education system as well. This government has dumbed down people so much that look at how easy it is to mobilize these imbecilic simpletons. Now, I want to talk a little bit about the Trump protests that happened throughout the country yesterday, and I would like to remind everybody that those protests are not organic, all right? These protests are not organic. Now, let me explain exactly what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, I tweeted this last evening, and that tweet went viral because I wanted to remind everybody that not only were these Trump protests not organic, but let's remember what Project Veritas, old James O'Keefe, a true patriot, Project Veritas uncovered with Bob Kramer, with Scott Fovel, with these paid agitators. I mean, folks, the same cities that these Bob Kramer and Scott Fovel paid for the last Trump rally riot during the primaries. I mean, the same New York get-together that they organized the last time. These are the same cities that these people have these connections in. Now, let me explain what they do. The first thing they do is they definitely have a core of people. And that core of people typically is a social media crew, which is obviously paid to agitate. That's why you see a lot of these YouTube live streams and periscopes that seem to have a large following, because that's one thing that these leftists know how to do. They've got the money as well. They are able to obtain a huge following within these social media bases, typically minority-based, okay? And when I mean minority, I'm talking black, unfortunately, folks. I mean, you don't see too many Mexican folks, with the exception of the illegal immigrants. Most Mexicans that are Mexican-American in this country actually work for a living. All right, take a look at the damn statistics of welfare, all right? Half of white folks collect food stamps, all right? More than half of black folks collect food stamps. You know how many percent of Mexican Americans, Latinos, you know how many of they You know how many of them collect food stamps? 15%. 15%. But look, I'm digressing there. What I'm saying is that they have these social media accounts, and it's very easy to get a following as a black activist. If you wanted to troll, if you wanted to be a troll, it's very easy to, pretend to be a black activist, say a bunch of, rhetoric and, black power and, power to the people and, pro-Kaepernick and all that other crap. And before you know it, people are just going to start following you, okay? Now, what these people do is they coordinate these efforts, all right? They have a crew, they've got production, they got social media, and what they do is they pay the initial crowd. They pay the initial group of people that are out there protesting to go out there so that these social media people that are paid by leftist groups, let's just put it that way, they can film these groups. Remember, with social media and Periscope and YouTube Live and Facebook mentions, I mean, you could do this with a camera phone. I mean, camera phones now are like 12 megapixel, for heaven's sake. So what they do is they organize these people that are willing to do very, very dramatic things on camera. So how do they get these people to do dramatic things on camera? Well, they pay them, folks, all right? They pay them. Now, if you look back on my timeline, folks, I actually gave the link, and I'm not sure if it's still even up. Oh, of course, it's deleted by author. Of course it was. I'm glad people did take screenshots of it. I tweeted the ad calling for Hillary supporters on Craigslist in New York, okay? And in the ad, it claimed that it needed actors that were going to act, a little bit civil disobedient because they were going to be filmed by a European film crew. And, of course, anybody looking in the talent section and the gigs portion of Craigslist, they see about $10 or $15 an hour, and they're losers anyway, you know what I'm saying? So they're going to go, yeah, baby, I could go out there, baby. I could be on camera saying, yeah, baby, screw Donald Trump, baby. Screw Donald Trump. As a matter of fact, thank you for the person that screenshot it. Here's the screenshot of the actual ad itself for all the folks that are curious what it says. It says, Hillary supporter needed in Union Square. Major European TV network seeks opinionated Hillary Clinton supporter to be protagonist in a news magazine report about anti-Trump demonstration. Starting from Union Square at 6 p.m. tonight, 11/9/2016, demonstration will march to Trump Tower at 8 p.m. and will rally there until 9 p.m. Must be 21 to 40 years old. Please send contact details and photo. There it is, folks. There it is right there. I just retweeted the screenshot. There it is. These Trump protests are a bunch of crap. Now, let me explain something. Now, what happens is when they have these social media paid groups, and you see in this ad it says that they have a European TV network, which is a bunch of crap, folks. You know as well as I, it's nothing but a bunch of social media crew. They probably got one feed in the Facebook mentions, another feed in a YouTube live feed, another feed on Snapchat, another feed on Periscope. And what they do is they're on camera saying, yeah, if you in New York, baby, and you black, come out here right now and march with us, baby. Come out here and march with us right now, baby. Come out here and march with us. We taking down Trump, baby. And seriously, that's how they're able to mobilize individuals that would be otherwise sitting at home watching The Voice, waxing their carrot, eating ramen noodles, whatever they're doing, all right? They see this on the internet. They see it live. They're like, man, baby, I live right down the street. Let's go, baby. We ain't got nothing else better to do, baby. Let's go. Let's go ride, baby. Let's go beat up Whitey, baby. They are the ones that are instigating this. They are the ones that are agitating this. This is all a ruse to basically agitate, throw fuel on the fire of an uneducated populace, folks. That's all this is. That's how they were able to agitate. Y'all remember the Egyptian revolution? I mean, that's how they were able to agitate that. I mean, y'all remember when I was broadcasting that asshole from Google? A Google executive helped agitate the Tahrir Square protest, which ended up becoming a riot, which ended up becoming a revolution. All right? Y'all remember? During the first time, this is before Mohammed Morsi was elected and then removed. Wael Ghanem was the Google executive that did the same type of garbage that we're witnessing here in New York, in Chicago, and in other parts of the country. I mean, take a look at where these protests are happening, folks. Take a look where they're happening. I mean, they're happening at the same locations that they happened during the primary. They're happening at the same locations there. I mean, it's all paid agitation. All paid agitation, folks. So all this Trump protest nonsense is not organic. It is paid agitation, and guess who's one of the main funders of this son of a bitch? None other than George Soros. That's right, folks, George Soros. And I have no idea why no one understands this. As a matter of fact, I actually memed George Soros this morning. And that meme is actually still going viral here. I mean, I tweeted, America elects a bigot, because that was trending because some bisexual, I asked him if he had HIV, but he didn't want to answer. His name is, what's his name, Charles Blow, I think is his name. I'm not joking around. He wrote an article for the New York Times. I think it was Charles Blow, I think is his name. I'm not joking. Charles Blow. I think his name, I called him Mr. Blow because I looked up his biography. He is a bisexual, or is admitting to be a bisexual. How convenient. He wrote an article for the New York Times, America elects a bigot. And it was trending. It's actually still trending. So I put that with a question mark, and I put hashtag Black Lives Matter needs to wake up. A white man owns their pathetic movement. And then I put a picture of George Soros that says, I'm George Soros. I own Black Lives Matter. And you see, folks, that's what these people need to understand. You know, and look, I've had black folks tweet at me saying, man, you ignorant, man. Man, Black Lives Matter, man, that's organic, baby. You don't know what you're talking about, man. We started in Ferguson, baby. Hey, asshole. Why don't you take a look at who funded all that Ferguson nonsense, all right? Why don't you take a look at who's leading Black Lives Matter, all right? And look, I asked Mr. Charles Blow, who wrote this ridiculous article, America elects a bigot, all right? I read this article, and basically it's nothing more than the same type of, passive-aggressive, fruit bowl rhetorical nonsense that D. Ray McKesson basically spews out of his suckhole, literally, okay? Now, what I would like to know from all the brothers, all right, and I'm talking these hard-ass brothers that are going out there that are beating Whitey's ass because they're being agitated and triggered by George Soros and his money, okay? I'd like to know why exactly are all your leaders either white people in blackface, which, let's go to Sean King, Rachel Dozial. I can go on and on. I mean, they're either white people in blackface, or they are homosexual, or have HIV/AIDS. And the reason I ask this is because I believe that anyone who is supposed to be a leader of a racial makeup, anyone who's supposed to be a leader of a race, supposedly, or some kind of a racial movement, I mean, their whole focal point, their whole political philosophy, their mindset, their perspective should be all about the cause. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it should be all about the cause at this point in time. And the cause would be, in this case, Black Lives Matter, right? Black Lives Matter, baby. Don't Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. But, folks, and I'm talking to you Black Lives Matter supporters, I'm talking to you black folks, I mean, take a look at D-Ray. Why don't you do a Google search right now? Put D-Ray LGBT. Put D-Ray HIV. And take a look at what comes up. And the reason I say this is because I'm not hating on anybody on, first of all, I don't really care what you do sexually. First of all, I don't understand why sexual or where you take it is all of a sudden an identity. I'm serious, man. I mean, where the hell did this come from all of a sudden? All right, because you take meat in the can, we have to what? Identify you as gay first? I mean, whatever happened about people identifying themselves as human beings? I mean, didn't Martin Luther King say it was the content of your character, not the color of your skin? And here you've got LGBTQ not wanting to be known for the color of their skin, but what kind of skin they take in their orifice. I mean, good God!
Fios is not cable. We're wired differently, which means you can get the fastest internet available with equal upload and download speeds from 50 to 500 megs. So you can upload 200 photos before your favorite song is finished. Click the ad and switch to Fios today to get our best offer ever.
Look, I have no hatred towards anybody. If you are, if you like partaking in same-sex sexual activity, that's your problem. I don't care. No one cares. In America, we've already grown accustomed to the fact that, hey, if somebody wants to go out and they want to be a promiscuous, whether it's heterosexual, homosexual, lesbianic, transsexual, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. The problem is that when you've got individuals that the first thing that they want you to identify is whether they play the flesh flute or take meat in the can, I think that's highly inappropriate. I mean, I think that's just as inappropriate as these disgusting sluts like Amber Rose, who are encouraging women to basically be no different than, openly fruity gay homosexuals that want to throw the fact that, hey, I could potentially look at the bulge in your pants and probably like it. So, I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking around. Look, I just don't care about what you like sexually. I care more about a person's content of their character, on whether or not they're a capitalist, whether or not they're a taxpayer, whether or not they are a good person. I mean, let me tell you, that's what I care about most of all. Actions speak louder than words because, man, let me tell you something. Anybody can say anything, including parrots, including birds, all right? Actions speak louder than words. And in my personal opinion, I've been hearing a lot of hot air and a lot of talk from the LGBTQ community, to be honest with you. Now, in my personal opinion, I personally believe that black folks, they need to wake up and they need to realize that they are not in control of their own community. And the sooner they realize that, the better off they'll be. They need to realize that they're being led around by, once again, white people in blackface, homosexuals, or lesbians, because what is D-Ray's right-hand woman, that Nita, I mean, I don't know if she's a homosexual, but she's trying to deny that fact, but come on. I mean, is anybody nailing Nita? I mean, come on, broad. All right, look, in my opinion, I think that you possibly are diving on some muffs, all right, but I don't know that for sure. But just take a look at these people. What I'm getting at, all right, what I'm getting at is, in my personal opinion, everyone who identifies as LGBT organizationally, in a community-type basis, it says to me that these people are more loyal to that demographic. And even loyal to that demographic is loosely said. No pun intended. And the reason I say that, folks, is because look at D-Ray. Why is he not educating his black folks? I mean, why is he encouraging, if not inciting them to riot, to burn down their own black businesses, to burn down their black neighborhoods. Why is he encouraging this? Why is he leading black people down a path to hell? I'll tell you why, folks, and I'm going to continue to say this. I personally believe, and I'd like an age check. I'd like to know if D. Ray McKesson is HIV/AIDS positive. Because in my opinion, just as I alluded to with Scott Fovel not too long ago, when these homosexuals, in my personal opinion, especially leftist homosexuals, when they find out that they've got HIV/AIDS, it all of a sudden becomes a different mindset to these folks. And look, let me tell you, I lived in Austin, Texas. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go back to Austin, Texas here in about 5 or 6 months. I know what I'm talking about, okay? Let me explain, okay? D. Ray McKesson, it would make sense why he wants to lead his black folk into a path to hell. Because if this man is AIDS, HIV infected, and the only reason I'm making this assumption is because D. Ray is an open, gay, LGBT AIDS activist. All right, he's an LGBT activist, and he's an AIDS, HIV activist, folks. That's why I'm saying, do a damn Google search for yourself. All right, put in D. Ray HIV, put in D. Ray LGBT, and you will see, all you Black Lives Matter supporters will see, that this man is LGBT activist, AIDS, HIV activist first, and a black man second, third, fourth, I don't even know what the hell. And you see, this asshole, and this goes back to Mr. Hold on, let me get his real name here. The guy who wrote America Elects a Bigot. Yeah, I was right. Charles M. Blow. That's his name. Charles M. Blow, a freaking New York Times columnist. Okay, writes this ridiculous, pathetic rag of a goddamn article. America Elects a Bigot. And you see, you've got all these black folks. I mean, look at how many retweets. There's 4,700 retweets of this stupid article. There's 6,300 likes of this article. All right? As a matter of fact, let me retweet it so you folks know what I'm talking about. Here it is. Here's Mr. Charles Blow, Mr. Bisexual Black Man, okay? Bisexual black man here. And you see, I asked Mr. Blow, okay? No pun intended. Why exactly are black leaders of today either white? Well, I didn't say white people in blackface because no one wants to answer that question. I mean, you still got black people thinking that Sean King is freaking black, for Christ's sake, like a bunch of morons. I mean, I don't know. I don't even want to go there. Anyway, listen. I asked Mr. Blow, why is it that black leaders are homosexual, okay, or HIV/AIDS positive? I mean, can somebody explain that to me? And I wanted to ask Mr. Blow here, but Mr. Blow refuses to acknowledge my question because I'd like somebody to answer it, man. I'd like one of the brothers to answer it, man. I'd like one of the brothers that are going out there right now and beating up Whitey to answer it. I'm serious, man. I mean, look, I would look, black folks, you got to do one of two things, all right? You got to do one of two things. You either got to come out the closet as a community, okay? I'm serious, as a whole goddamn community, because look who's leading you. Look at the black voices that are the supposed intelligentsia for your goddamn community, man. A bunch of flaming leftist homos, all right? And look, I have nothing against gay folks. But these are pompous, gay, in my personal opinion, I'd like AIDS, HIV tests on all of them, all right? All these, and look, they're all over MSNBC. They're all over CNN. I'm talking black, homo, HIV, AIDS advocates, for Christ's sake, that are out here agitating black folks. So as I stated, you black folks either need to come out the goddamn closet as a community and acknowledge the fact that, yeah, baby, yeah, we bisexual, everybody bisexual, baby, we trisexual, we try everything. You either come out as a goddamn community, as a freaking LGBT community, or black folks start freaking standing up for themselves like goddamn Malcolm X was trying to tell you people to do, and start understanding that you have to have some fucking moral compass to yourselves. God damn it. I'm serious. God damn it, man. I mean, once again, look, I'm going to get to Twitter shout-outs here in a second, but once again, I mean, Malcolm X was a moral leader for the black folks, and what did they do? Who killed Malcolm X? Was it Whitey? No. What was it, the KKK? No. It was his own black brethren. It was his own nation of Islam. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. And I think that you black folks, instead of anesthetizing yourself with all this racial rhetoric, with all this racial nonsense, you need to start looking at yourself, self-reflecting. And you need to realize, hey, maybe, baby, it ain't Whitey that's keeping us down, baby. Maybe it ain't the man that's keeping us down, baby. Maybe it's us, baby. Maybe it's us, baby. I mean, with all due respect, black folk, how come you are the second biggest minority in this country, and yet you have minority groups that are a fraction, that are like they barely take 1%, 2% of the population, that as a whole are better than black folks per capita as it relates to economics, politics, social. I mean, I'm just trying to tell you black folks, man, I mean, it's not time for, there's no more time for bitching anymore, man. There's no more time for bitching and complaining anymore, all right? There's no more time for racism. There's no more time for, it's Whitey's fault. It's the government's fault, baby. No, it's your fault, man. You understand that? It's your fault. And if you don't believe me, take a look at your leaders right here. Rachel Doziel. This woman worked for the goddamn NAACP, for heaven's sake. A white woman who spray tanned herself and kinked out her hair. All right, that's who y'all are following out here. Okay, who else are y'all following? Oh yeah, y'all are following Stephen King. What's the stupid ass Steve? What the hell's his name? Sean King, not Stephen King. God damn it, Sean King. Son of a bitch comes from a full white family, and because he shaves his head to look like pubic hair on his head. All right, and grows a Fu Manchu and gets a black chick. All of a sudden, this guy thinks he's freaking black power. You know what I'm saying? Give me a freaking break. I'm serious, man. I'm serious. Good God! And look, I'm just look. Let me get to Twitter shout-outs, folks. I know I'm going overboard here. I'm just so goddamn pissed off at these Trump protests. I'm so sick of Black Lives Matter. I mean, Black Lives Matter, with all due respect, the movement of Black Lives Matter is so goddamn ignorant. They don't even know that they're being led around by the nose by a white man. And look, I tried to say that in this meme. And they don't want to believe it. They don't even want to hear it. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to hear it. They're like, no, baby, you lying, baby. You lying. That ain't true, baby. Black Lives Matter organic, baby. The black people made it, baby. Yeah, just like black people made rap, right? Just like black folks made rap. I mean, don't you black folks understand? Rap and the whole degenerate culture of hip-hop was created by a white elitist or Jewish elitist. I mean, take a look at a guy by the name of Jimmy Iovine. All right? Take a look at Jerry Geller. All right? These are the guys that created rap, you dumb morons. And yet, unfortunately, you people want to believe that rap and the degeneracy therein is equated to black culture. I'm telling you, Malcolm X would be spinning in his grave right now. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. Each and every one of you partaking in Black Lives Matter, you're selling out your own goddamn race to a goddamn elitist in George Soros, and you people don't even know your ass from your elbow to understand it, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Let's go ahead and go to Twitter shout-outs, for Christ's sake. I'm already pissed off enough by even talking about this crap. Jesus Christ, man. I mean, when are you going to learn, black folks? Seriously, man. Come on, wake up. Wake up. You're being led around by a bunch of homosexuals and HIV/AIDS victims, and you idiots don't even know it. Anyway, let me go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs. If you want a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, all you got to do is go to my Twitter account. As a matter of fact, go to my Twitter account, Politics Ghost, all one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost, and retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live. Retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live, and I'll give you a Twitter shout-out live right here on the broadcast, right here and now. And before I get on to anything else, we are now in the second hour of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. Once again, bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio Show. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. And, of course, folks, I am giving everybody the Inner Circle discount for the Meme War Soldier apparel. That's right, Meme War Soldier apparel. If you want your Meme War Soldier shirt with Capitalist Army written on the back, we got hoodies, we got freaking mugs. Everyone gets the Inner Circle discount till Saturday, folks, and you can go ahead and click the link on my Twitter account right now. It is the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. Click the pinned tweet on my Twitter account and get the Inner Circle discount, and it's only available till Saturday, folks, okay? So strike while you can. Get the Inner Circle discount while you can. Meme War Soldier apparel, baby. It's a relic of the Meme Wars! It's a relic of the Meme Wars! Anyway, do we have any Twitter shout-outs by any chance, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to some Twitter shout-outs right now. Anyway, we got Critical Sands in the house. What's going on to Dots Kit? How you doing? We've got Supa in the place. Sergeant Yoda in the house. What's going on? We've got Pennsylvania for Ghost. We've got Lawrence of Arabia. Who else we got here? DJ Reagan in the mix. We've got CDI Fan 237. We've got Obama is Black Trump. What the hell does that mean? Obama is black. Obama's an idiot. What are you talking about? He turned goddamn America into a bunch of cuckold connoisseurs. Jesus Christ. Anyway, who else do we have here? We got Cogdat. We've got Polka. What's going on to Pole out there? How you doing, man? Keep investigating, man. You got guys on Pole. I'm telling you, everybody is underestimating the power of Pole, all right? What's going on to Czech Capitalist in the house? We've got Distilling Deplorable. What's going on, Distilling? We've got Venison in the place. What's going on? Sick Broad for Ghost. Yeah, real funny ass crack, all right? Go in the Oven Soros. Oh, that's harsh, baby. Although George Soros was a Nazi collaborator that, helped the Nazis, put, his fellow Jewish brethren into the gas chambers. That's an actual fact. As a matter of fact, hey, can you cue up the time that he talks about Nazi occupation being the greatest time of George Soros' life? Can you get that, engineer? What the hell's your problem? He doesn't like George Soros. I don't blame him either. Anyway, look, this is George Soros talking about the happiest time of his life being under Nazi occupation. Go ahead and roll it, engineer. This is George Soros. This is a man that owns Black Lives Matter. This is a man that owns Black Lives Matter. Go ahead, engineer.
It was actually probably the happiest year of my life, that year of German occupation. For me, it was a very positive experience. It's a strange thing, because you see incredible suffering around you, and in fact, you are in considerable danger yourself. But you're 14 years old, and you don't believe that it can actually touch you. You have a belief in yourself, your belief in your father. It's a very happy-making, exhilarating experience.
Yeah, there it is, right there. The Prince of freaking Darkness, George Soros, talking from his own words. That's a real clip, folks, talking about the most happiest time of his life being under German occupation, for heaven's sake. Jesus Christ. What a sick man. What a very sick man. We got the MySpace Mexican in the house. What's going on? We got big top capitalist in the place. Dorito Burrito, Ward 24, anarcho-capitalist. What's going on? Who else do we got going on here? We got Justin Rutherford in the place. Ghost Kruger. Jesus Christ. The new CTR. We've got Havel the Rock in the place. Who else do we got here? Once again, retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio now live. True Capitalist Radio live, and I will give you a shout-out right here on the broadcast. We've got J-Man Capitalist. We got Capitalist Keck. We got Raiden Snake. We got AL Game Freak. We got Mark Montag in the place. What's going on? We've got, I'm not saying that disgusting name. We got NRJ Commando. We've got Karaskin. What's going on in Karaskin? We got Metroid Junkie in the place. Who else do we got here, for Christ's sake? We got, I'm not saying these sick-ass names, man, all right? You assholes that are sitting here trying to put these sick-ass names out here, you guys are sick, twisted pricks, all right? Tell you that right goddamn now. We got Crackhead Cuckery. Oh, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you people are sick. That's all I'm saying. You people are sick. And there's Dildo Faggins. Anyway, we got Disco Waffle in the house. There's Smiler. What's going on? Michael Clark done goofed. We got Brony Network in the house. Ghoster Holt. Don't compare me to Lester Holt, you son of a bitch. All right, don't compare me to that dumb. Don't compare me. New York Zoo Chimps escaped. Oh, come on, man. Oh, man, come on, that's racist, man. That's racist. Jesus Christ. We got Grim Capitalist in the place. Proud American Doggo. We got Cam the Man. We got Dr. Bristle. We got Templeton Turkey. What the hell does that mean, Templeton Turkey, for Christ's sake, man? We got Mojave Skeleton. We got Incarcerate Clinton. Yeah, no kidding, man. Straight up, man. Hillary for prison, baby. Let's make it happen. Hillary for prison. Let's make it goddamn happen.
Fios is not cable. We're wired differently, which means you can get the fastest internet available with equal upload and download speeds from 50 to 500 megs. So you can upload 200 photos before your favorite song is finished. Click the ad and switch to Fios today to get our best offer ever.
Anyway, who else do we have here? We got Hammy Shanks. We got Godzilla in the place. We've got Trump and Capitalist. What's going on, man? How you doing? Green Leader in the place. Trump is Obama's puppet. Oh, Jesus. Shove it up your ass. Why? Because he went to go visit the White House today, for heaven's sake? I mean, he totally cucked Obama. I mean, look at Obama. He's like, well, yes, we had a good conversation about how to transition, and I mean, Obama canceled the photo op, according to goddamn Drudge Report, baby. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's the Donald Trump effect. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, man. He completely cucked Obama. I mean, Obama, I'm telling you this right now. And I think Obama likes it, to be honest with you. I think Obama likes being cucked, if you want my personal opinion. I mean, he's married to that trans testicle. And, you know, by all reports, I hear that Michelle Obama is going to potentially run for president in the year 2020. Are you kidding me? Look, I have no problem. You want to run for president, Michelle? Fine. I want to make sure that you're a biological woman. All right? I'm serious. All right? You want to run for president? I want to make sure that you're not packing a tree trunk between your legs, Michelle. All right? Because, look, I've seen the footage. I've seen that Ellen DeGeneres dance video. I've seen that bulge in that dress, and that one blue dress you had. Look, let me tell you something right now. All right? I want to know if that is a biological woman, because as far as I'm concerned, Joan Rivers, all right, Joan Rivers stated that she knew and everybody in Hollywood knew that Obama was, quote, the first gay president, and Michelle Obama was a tranny. And literally, maybe 2 months later, she was dead. Joan Rivers was dead. So that's why I'm saying, and that's another thing. Okay, you're married to a tranny. Okay, that's fine, Obama. Why are you hiding it? I mean, aren't you liberal? I mean, aren't you Mr. Gay Marriage? Aren't you the guy that created gay marriage? Why are you hiding this? Why are you hiding that you are married to a tranny, all right, and probably bottoming for a tranny, it looks like, for Christ's sake? I mean, have you seen Michelle Obama? I mean, Jesus Christ, this broad could play freaking linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers, for Christ's sake. Or better yet, I think that she would love to play linebacker for the San Francisco 49ers, so maybe she could put some meat in the can to old fruity-ass Colin Kaepernick, and maybe then he'll have some real black in him. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, let me take a drink. Let me take a drink of some liberal tears here, and then I'm going to go back to the Twitter shout-outs. Let me take some liberal tears drinking here. I'm telling you, liberal tears never tasted so delicious. Anyway, we got KGB agent A-Cow. How you doing? Al-Cow, how you doing, man? We've got Bacon Capitalist. Who else do we got here? Once again, retweet the tweet that states True Capitalist Radio Live, and I'll give you a shout-out right here, all right, on the broadcast. We got Fruitcakes for Ghosts. Let's not even talk about that, all right? I mean, as we get closer and closer to the goddamn holidays, I'm going to be looking at all these dumb relatives that I don't even want to talk to. I don't even want to look at. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not like any of these people ever gave a crap about me except to suck up to me whenever they wanted free foods and free booze and a potential handout. I mean, just Jesus Christ. Anyway, I got Princess Argenta. We got Artron Havoc. You wrote in Jeb Bush. Well, you're an idiot. All right. You're a goddamn idiot, for Christ's sake. Mrs. Ghost's autograph. Look, let's not go there, for Christ's sake. I mean, are you all serious? Are you all serious about this? I mean, what the hell? Mrs. Ghost's autograph. Get the hell out of here, for Christ's sake, man. Get the hell out of here. I'm only going to take a couple of more of these, and I'm moving on, for Christ's sake, man, all right? We got Meredith Vieira 2020. No, let's not go back to that meme. Well, that meme was what, like 2009, Meredith Vieira? I mean, I hate these stupid memes like that. You know, I mean, these half-tard memes where, you know, hey, Meredith Vieira. And remember that other one? LeBron James. I mean, just shut up. I mean, come up with a meme that's going to do something that's a little lolsy, for Christ's sake, man. Good God, man. Anyway, we've got, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sick of this crap, man. I'm only going to take a couple more Twitter shout-outs, and I'm going to move on with the broadcast because this is getting ridiculous, and I can already tell that these people are trying to get on my nerves, all right? People are trying to get on my nerves. We got Ken Bone 2020. Ken Bone, huh? Ken Bone, for Christ's sake. Man, leave that poor fat man alone, for heaven's sake. Trump rigged it. You know what? Shove it up. Shove it up your ass. You know what? Screw you people, man. I'm not going to take any more Twitter shout-outs. I can already tell we got a bunch of butthurt liberals out there listening saying, Trump rigged the election. Shove it up your ass. Shove it up your ass, for Christ's sake, man. Give me the goddamn mic. Get it. Take that goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ. Look, I'm not going to take any more Twitter shout-outs, all right? You people are ass cracks, all right? What's going on to M Coffee 32? What's going on to Boat? Okay, I mean, that's it. I'm not doing anymore. I mean, look, we won the election, okay, and you liberals need to come to grips with that. All right, we lived 8 years under this disgusting Obama. We lived 8 years under this disgusting, despicable, ridiculous entitlement America, junkyard America. That's what we lived under. Freaking junkyard America. And we're tired of it, folks, all right? For all you folks that are out there protesting, where the hell were you out there during the time that Hillary Rotten Clinton needed your vote? Huh? Where the hell were all you folks out there that are gathered around in these protests? Where in the hell were Hillary Rotten Clinton needed your goddamn vote? Where the hell were you out there, boy? I'll tell you where you were at. You were sitting on your fat jelly ass, all right, probably smoking a damn Philly blunt, drinking on a 40-ounce, eating a damn Kit Kat, watching the damn Golden Girls, for Christ's sake. You know, who cares what you're watching? I can guarantee you weren't practicing your constitutionally protected right to go out and vote, and because you did it, now you got to sit there and take it and eat it. And I'm going to remind each and every one of you liberals, if you don't like President Trump, if you don't like the way it sounds, you got two choices. You get the hell out of our country right now. Get the hell out of our country right now, or you just sit there and take it and eat it. Eat it! Eat it! Eat it! You're goddamn right. You keep eating it. You eat crow, boy. And let me tell you, I talked about this yesterday. I talked about these liberals having to eat crow yesterday, and guess what? A New York Times article I read today was titled, "We Have to Eat Crow." You're goddamn right. You sit there and you keep eating, fatty. Keep eating. Keep eating, fatty. Keep eating. Woo! I'm telling you. Let me have some more liberal tears, for Christ's sake. I'm loving them. They're so goddamn delicious. Oh, my God. They're so goddamn delicious. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to the crux of the broadcast. And I want to talk a little bit about the Donald Trump effect. By God, I want to talk about the Donald Trump effect, all right? Now that Trump has won the White House, now that he is the president, everybody is bowing down all of a sudden. Everybody that was chesting up to America during the tenure of weak-ass, fruit bowl, power bottom Obama's tenure, they're now wanting to make nice with Trump. I mean, isn't that ironic? Don't you think? I'm serious, folks. I mean, take a look at what's happening across the world right now. I mean, first and foremost, all the celebrities, all the idiots that claimed that they were going to leave the country if Donald Trump was president are now backpedaling on that son of a bitch. I mean, all these celebrities, Lena Dunham, she's not going to leave the country. Miley Cyrus, Amy Schumer, come on, where y'all got that Chelsea Handler? Get the hell out. And I'm telling you, everybody on poll, everybody on the internet, you are within your ethical and moral right to go and tweet, Facebook message, any form of communication of social media to tell these people to pack their bags and get the hell out of the country. Seriously, man, get the hell out of the country. Jesus Christ, man. Look at this, and I want to thank, who forwarded me this before I tweet this? Pony Opera, okay, some pony guy. All right, great. Rainbow Dasher 29. Thank you very much for forwarding me this. Grubhub, all right, for you folks that are Grubhub customers, this may interest you. Grubhub CEO tells pro-Trump employees to resign. Look at this. Now, if you're pro-Trump, you are now being asked to resign. Look at that. There it is right there. Well, you know what? Screw you, Grubhub. Screw you, for Christ's sake, man. I'm telling you this right now. Everybody spread that around like wildfire so that everybody who is pro-Trump can literally shit-can any account they may have with this or not even obtain one altogether. Freaking Grubhub telling employees that are pro-Trump to resign. I just retweeted that son of a bitch right now. Look at this. Look at this. Hey, I'd like to tweet at Charles Blow. Who's more bigoted now there, brother? Huh? Who's more bigoted now? We got the Grubhub CEO saying that pro-Trump employees need to resign. Look at that. Look at that right there, folks. This is the new America. And you know what? We can thank this Barack Obama. We can thank Hillary Clinton. We can thank the Democratic Party. We can thank the political class. This is who we have to thank for this disgusting, despicable America that we have finding ourselves in. But let me tell you, I am optimistic, folks. I personally believe that when Donald Trump is elected president, we are going to make America great again. And I personally believe that we're going to have to make some difficult choices, like with every administration. And in my personal opinion, I think that we're going to have to make some difficult choices to start potentially, if not investigating, if not potentially jailing any of these violent dissidents that insist on not obliging the democratic process and want to cause anarchy or want to induce violence or want to spread violence. I potentially believe that we have to make sure that we know who these people are. We have some level of database of these people. And we have to make sure that if they are potentially advocating violence, that they be literally rounded up for the safety of civil society. Because, folks, right now, we're in a position where we have to save civil society, in my personal opinion. We've got way too many ignorant people that believe in this political romanticism. And as I stated, folks, political romanticism is dangerous. It's dangerous. I mean, political romanticism is what's fueled the American left. It's what's fueled the anarchist movement of this country. You know, this fanaticism, this political romanticism. I mean, you folks need to take a look at some of these characters, all right? You need to take a look at some of these characters in anarchy and in communist history and understand why. Why exactly these people are so politically fanatical. Now, the reason they're politically fanatical, folks, is because they honestly believe. They honestly believe that if they pull these violent episodes, that somehow they are being I can't really explain it. Some kind of a hero, I guess, for a lack of a better term. They actually think they're going to go down in history, that they're doing something valiant, so on and so forth, all right? Now, as far as I'm concerned, folks, I think that you all need to look at, some characters in especially anarchist history. Now, take a look at somebody by the name of Emma Goldman. Emma Goldman was a devout anarchist, okay? And she was a writer of anarchism. And in her writings, she advocated violent activity, militant activity, so on and so forth. To the point where one of the guys she was banging, this guy by the name of Alexander Berkman, decided to take this anarchist fanaticism to a new level and actually went up into one of Andrew Carnegie's factories and went up to the manager of the factory a guy by the name of Frick. Clay Frick. Henry Clay Frick was the guy. He went up to Henry K. Frick and attempted to assassinate him by, I believe, stabbing him several times in the neck, if I'm not mistaken, and tried to shoot him as well. Unfortunately for Alexander Berkman, he was not successful because Henry Clay Frick was kind of a tough son of a bitch, and Berkman was put into prison. And, of course, Emma Goldman tried to say, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. So, I mean, that's just one instance. I mean, I know so many instances of leftist and anarchy history that it just boggles the mind. And let me tell you, it is these types of fanatical ideas that enable political romanticism. I'm not joking around. I'm not joking around, man. I mean, take a look at I could go on for hours about this, but I think people need to realize that that's really the most dangerous component of society is people that believe in political romanticism, this idea that if we get violent enough that eventually we'll get to a utopia. I mean, that's literally the idea around political violence, The idea around political violence is that, hey, if we kill enough CEOs, if we do this or that, we can implement anarchism, we can implement communism, we can implement socialism. Folks, it never works. It never works because the idea of political romanticism itself is a logical fallacy. I mean, I say this time and time again, and when I say this, I don't mean to scare people, because when I get philosophical, people don't like to hear this kind of stuff. As a matter of fact, when I talk about this kind of stuff in real life, people kind of tune out and they're like, yeah, whatever, man, okay, you're gay. Every living organism on this earth, folks, has to kill and eat another living organism in order to survive. Now, I want you to please comprehend that for a second, all right? Please comprehend that for a second. Every living organism on this earth has to kill and eat another living organism in order to survive. Now, just based on that, how can any political romanticist, any communist, any socialist, any anarchist claim to be a humanist when humanity itself is the same material? And I'm not trying to pull, an element of dialectic materialism out of Karl Marx's philosophy, but what I'm doing is utilizing the dialectic materialistic philosophy of Marx against the Marx intelligentsia. And the only people that can interpret this, the proper people that can really comprehend this, are true Marxists. Now, what I'm saying is, those that are pretending to be Marxist and claim that they're intellectual Marxists, Marx believed in dialectic materialism, meaning that dialectics, and we've talked about Hegel, the father of dialectic philosophy, in that he believed that you expose contradictions. At some point, through dialectic philosophy, if you continue to expose contradictions, new realities come into play. New realities come alive. And then at some point, those new realities have contradictions, and those have to be exposed. And the new realities come from those contradictions, and so on and so forth, to the point where you expose so many contradictions in society that at some point, according to Hegel, we will get to a contradictionless society, and therein is where humanity can truly develop its true fundamental intellectual and philosophical potential according to Hegel. Okay? Now, what Marx did, Marx took Hegel's dialectic philosophy and added materialism to it. Now, what does that mean? That means, and this is a very, very interesting reason why communists don't care about life and they could go and kill 80 million people without batting an eye, because it's in their philosophy to do so. Not only does Marx and Maoism and Leninism and whatever variant of communism you want to say that you are, the base root, the philosophical root, the yoke of communism is dialectic materialism. Now, when you add materialism to dialectics, it means that not only does Karl Marx believe the idea that, hey, we expose enough contradictions that at some point we'll get to a contradictionless society, but materialism gives the communist dictator, and of course, Karl Marx talked about this in the Communist Manifesto. He talks about the dictatorship of the proletariat. The only way to interpret that meaning there needs to be an absolute dictatorship of the people, because that's what the proletariat was, as defined in the Communist Manifesto. Now, the dictator of the proletariat can utilize materialist dialectic approach in trying to rapidly expose contradictions. Now, let me explain this, okay, because it's very complicated, but this is what these Marxists believe, folks. This is why these people are fanatical. This is why these Marxist professors are teaching your kids this crap, all right? They believe this. They believe it, all right? Marx believed that not only Does he believe in dialectics, meaning, exposing contradictions and a new reality comes about, and then you expose the contradictions of that new reality, and then a new reality comes about, so on and so forth? Materialism allows, philosophically, the dictator to rapidly progress or rapidly advance the evolutionary process of dialectics, meaning the dictator, through his own or her own central planning, or its own central planning, can literally rapidly facilitate the dialectics. So what Marx believed is that the dictator, if properly applied central planning, can literally facilitate dialectics at a more rapid pace than the actual natural evolution of dialectics itself. Meaning that an actor like Mao, like Lenin, or any other of the communist leaders can literally, through their own will, physically or forcefully, I should say, rapidly progress the contradictions of society. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm saying this is why these communists think this stuff. Because you see, the intelligentsia, the professors, the people that write this, the intelligentsia of Marx, they believe in this stuff. I ask them about dialectic materialism, and if they can't answer what I just said to you, then they ain't a Marxist, all right? If they can't answer what I just said to you, then I'm telling you, they're not a Marxist. You see, what the intelligentsia does, and they learned this from Lenin and Mao, what Marxists like to do is they utilize the works, the written works, the books, to explain in rhetorical fashion their philosophy and their interpretation of Marx and dialectic materialism. And that is just to captivate the intelligentsia and the elites of China or Russia, since we're talking about Lenin and Mao. Once they've captivated the elites and the intelligentsia, then they trickle down this rhetoric in a more simple, very easy comprehend fashion for the peasants and the average simpleton that is in the land to comprehend. This is where political romanticism is key in Marxism or communism or in anarchism. It's key in that they tell you, hey, don't you want to have a better relation with the common man? Don't you believe there shouldn't be elites? Don't you believe that you should own this? I mean, let me explain you what a Marxist would say to you if they're trying to recruit you. Let's say you were at a campus, okay? Let's say there was a bunch of Marxists and they were like, look, we want to take over the campus, because this is what true Marxists do. I'm not joking around. This is what they did in China. This is what they did in Russia. The students would go up to you and say, hey, look, don't you want this to be the people's campus? But you see, we've got professors. We've got administrators. This is an elite. This is an elite group over this campus. So why don't we as students just go into the administration office, go into each and every one of these professors' offices and put these people in jail, all right, or put them in a re-education camp, and then all of a sudden this becomes the people's campus. That's right. Now it's the people's campus. I'm serious. That's how these dumbasses think. And meanwhile, while the simple people are doing the dirt, while the simple people are out here like you're seeing it during these Trump protests, but like take a look at China, take a look at Russia, all the simple people are out there, they're killing each other, they're going to war, they're rioting in the streets. Meanwhile, who's creating a new elitism? The communists. The communists. The communist elites. That's how come they're able to have these big, huge leaders. That's how come these communist leaders, for Christ's sake, can come out and have just roughshod over people's perspectives, over people's minds, man. And that's why I'm telling you, political romanticism is the most dangerous thing to any sovereignty of any country. Political romanticism. It's a threat to all institutions. And in my personal opinion, folks, I don't want to unify with the other side. I don't want to unify with these leftist liberal pieces of trash. All right? Screw you. We lived under your goddamn ridiculousness for 8 years. And let me tell you, liberals, something. We've lived 8 years under Obama with the idea, this socialist idea that, oh, well, if we just give them a little bit of a leg up, they'll be able to crawl themselves out of the ghetto. You know? Oh, man, if you just give these people a little bit of help, if you give them a little bit of food card, you give them a little bit of money, you give them a little bit of a housing voucher program, you give them free education, they'll be able to get themselves out of the ghetto. Oh, yeah? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what's happened on campuses all over the country, okay? We have allowed people from areas of the country that have no business being on a college campus, we have given them, because our tax dollars are being controlled by these leftists, well, not anymore, they were, we have given, I don't know how many billions of dollars in government grants so that white trash, black ghetto characters, Mexican barrio individuals can go into these schools and make it into an utter ghetto, all right? I mean, I'll tell you what, do a YouTube search of college campus fights and take a look at all the goddamn fights. I mean, it's just unbelievable. And take a look at the characters that are involved with these particular altercations. I mean, I thought that colleges was a place where you opened your mind. You learned something. I mean, the whole idea of a liberal education was the idea that you opened your mind and you're able to learn new things that you wouldn't normally learn in regular life. So, that's why I'm saying, folks, that's why I'm saying I cannot believe this, all right? I mean, people need to wake up and smell what's going on here, all right? We cannot, and I'm talking those of us on the Trump train, those of us that are deplorables, those of us that are not politically correct, we have no business affiliating or shaking hands or unifying with the left. There's no need to. They didn't do it for 8 years with us. They rubbed our faces in it. They gave our tax-paying money away, and it's really unfortunate, folks, because literally people have been living free. I mean, what is it? 1 in 5 households has somebody that does not work, or 1 in 5 households doesn't have anybody who works in that household. 1 in 5 households have literally no one working in that household. So that's why I'm saying, man, we have given these folks 8 years of free food cards, free education, free housing, free health care, free child care, free everything. And where has that gotten us? It hasn't gotten us anywhere. As a matter of fact, this country is more degenerate, more ignorant, more pathetic than I have ever seen it in my entire life. I'm serious. And you see, what's the most sad part about it is that everybody in this country is so ignorant that they're too stupid to realize how dumb and ridiculous and pathetic this current reality really is. I mean, they think that, getting, a check first of the month is something like they look forward to. I mean, y'all remember they were singing welfare carols, for Christ's sake. It's the first of the month. Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the month. I mean, how is that progressing people, folks? How is that giving them any kind of integrity? How is that giving them any kind of reason to live? I mean, folks, have you seen these World Star Hip Hop videos, folks? If you have not, I strongly advise that you do. Even if you are not of the urban persuasion, it'll give you an idea of what exactly is going on in the, quote, hood. And, folks, I see a lot of these World Star Hip Hop fight clips, and a lot of these World Star Hip Hop fight clips are nothing more than groups of people in neighborhoods during the day when capitalists are out there hard at work. These people are out there just commiserating with each other, drinking 40 ounces, smoking Philly blunts, and getting into fights with each other with their kids watching in broad daylight, for heaven's sake. All right? I'm serious, for Christ's sake. I'm serious.
Fios is not cable. We're wired differently, which means you can get the fastest internet available with equal upload and download speeds from 50 to 500 megs. So you can upload 200 photos before your favorite song is finished. Click the ad and switch to Fios today to get our best offer ever.
Good God, man. Anyway, look, I know I'm going off keister on this. I know I went on a soliloquy a little bit about the political romanticism and Marxism, but this is very important. This is why these people are so fanatical with this crap. This is why you've got professors and the elites and all this garbage falling hook, line, and sinker with this crap. And you know what people don't understand is that Marxism it's an economic political philosophy. I mean, you have to understand, it is pure economics. I mean, the whole basis of the reasons why they want to take control is because they want to take control of the means of production. They want to take control of the means of production because they feel, as central planners, meaning they want it all for themselves, that they can plan the economy better than the market. So for all you idiots who are like, oh, you know, I hate money and I hate all this stuff. I wish there was no such thing as money. Hey, Marx didn't say anything about getting rid of money, you idiots. All right? So even if you have your Marxist utopia, Marx didn't believe of getting rid of money. As a matter of fact, Marx advocated the idea of a central bank. You know, kind of like we have the Federal Reserve. Marx advocated the central bank, like the European Central Bank. I mean, all these he's the guy who advocated this. So for all you Marxists and communists out there that think, oh, if there was communism, then it would just be like no money and everything would be just so great and everybody would have everything for free and everybody would be... No, that's not what it is, asshole. That's not what it is. It's a centralized banking system of fractional reserve legal tender, which is what we have at this current time, or you just work for nothing, and then if the government thinks that you've worked hard enough, maybe they'll give you something. And that's the formula they have right now in North Korea. North Korea, they don't pay their people crap. I mean, there is no payment. You want to talk about true communism? That's communism right there. That's Kim Jong-un saying, oh, I want you to go work, and you go work 15 hours a day for 3 months. You work 15 hours a day for 3 months, and you come back, oh, okay, I work 15 hours a day for 3 months. What do I get, my dear leader? Oh, okay, you get the grass hut. You get the grass hut, and I give you second harvest. I mean, I'm not joking around, folks. This is the way it is. This is the way it is. Good God. Anyway, folks, look, I got off keister here. Let me drink some liberal tears here so I can calm my ass down. Nothing like the liberal tear. They're so delicious. I like it. Anyway, folks, let me go ahead and get on with this Trump effect because I went a little off keister here. Everybody is bowing down to Donald Trump. I mean, take a look at what's happening here. All right? Putin is saying that he wants to open full relations with America now that Trump is in power. I mean, we're on the brink of World War III over here. Donald Trump is elected, and now you got Vladimir Putin saying, you know what, I'm sorry. Let's go back to the way it used to be. I don't want to mess with Trump. I don't want to mess with Trump. I mean, come on, man. Respect gets respect. And that's what this cuckold connoisseur mulatto president of ours never understood. That's why the whole goddamn world was taking a dirty yellow bubbly piss on this guy. I'm telling you, Putin wants to open up full relations again with America. World War III averted, folks. At least I hope. I'll tell you that right now. At least I hope. At least it looks a hell of a lot better than it did about 3 days ago. I'll tell you that right now. But Vladimir Putin basically coming out, and he made it in a statement. He made it in a statement at the Kremlin in front of a bunch of foreign dignitaries and heads of state. He made it known that this man wants to open up full relations with America thanks to Donald Trump, man. I mean, what more proof do you need that this damn president, I don't know if you want, I don't even want to call him my president anymore because he's a piece of trash. I don't even think he's American. But Barack Obama, I mean, this is proof that the world for the past 8 years has thought we were nothing more than playing for the pink team, that we're nothing more than a bunch of push-around jerk-asses, that we're chumps. And literally, we've been muscled around the world stage long enough. Donald Trump gets elected president. Now you got Vladimir Putin saying, oh, okay, look, we're ready to open up full relations now. And guess who else is bowing down all of a sudden, huh? Canada and Mexico, huh? You got that fruity-ass Justin Trudeau all of a sudden saying, you know what, we're willing to renegotiate NAFTA, okay, Trump? We can negotiate. I'm willing to do it, all right? And we all know that goddamn Justin Trudeau, according to reports, is a real-life cuck according to reports. I don't know that for a fact, but that's according to reports in Canada that he's a cuckold connoisseur, to say the least, all right? And just based upon a lot of his goddamn policies that he's implemented in Canada, I could probably say that they potentially could be true. I don't know. And then Mexico doing the same thing, bowing down, saying, we're willing to renegotiate the NAFTA. We're willing to renegotiate NAFTA. So come on over here, Trump. You're goddamn right they're bowing down. You want to know why, folks? Because Trump is a businessman. He's a capitalist. He knows what's going on here, all right? He knows what's going on. And as I stated, you know what Trump is going to do? Trump is going to pit China against Mexico. Because as I stated, folks, we could easily negotiate some trade deals with Mexico, move the production base that's in China to Mexico. Because as I stated, even though China has this low wage as it pertains to its labor markets, it still takes a lot of money in oil, gas, and tanker travel time to get the goods from China to the other markets, specifically America. Now, if we had those same means of productions moved to Mexico, and of course Donald Trump makes one hell of a trade deal, we could literally be killing two birds with one stone. We would be economically bankrupting, or at least hurting, China, while at the same time helping Mexico build up its economy so that it can build the wall, first of all, and secondly, it can provide us with the goods at the same prices that we are used to getting those goods, if not cheaper, because Mexico is right on the south of the border. So transporting those goods is literally easy. It's just trucking. You're just trucking those sons of bitches in. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm not joking around. So that's why I'm saying, folks, this is why Trump was so confident that Mexico was going to pay for the wall, because he knows he's going to renegotiate this trade deal. He may even give Mexico some better leverage, and may even give them more money, because I think that $550 billion annually of American dollars going to China is ridiculous, all right? We need to cut that in half, if not down to a third, in my personal opinion, and we need to offset some of those outgoing costs to China and bring them into Mexico. Now, another benefit of bringing that particular base of manufacturing into Mexico, aside from having cheaper imported goods because of the cost of transport being cut, aside from that, folks, we keep the money along this side of the continent, along this side of the world. Because people from Mexico, during Holy Week out here in Texas, people from Mexico come in abundance, man. I'm telling you, I make a lot of money during Holy Week. What these people from Mexico do, they come across the border and they bring thousands upon thousands of dollars. and they literally come during Holy Week, which is around Easter time. They just come out and literally just spend money. They blow thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of cash, for Christ's sake, man. I'm not joking around. And just imagine if we had better economic relations with Mexico and were able to negotiate and utilize Mexico against China. I mean, we'd have that much more money coming across the border, and they'd be coming to spend it in our country. I mean, we ain't got no Chinese over here spending anything in our country except the damn billionaire Chinese communist government, which is buying up our hotel assets in America, which is buying up Hollywood, which is buying up property, so on and so forth. That's the only thing that's spending money out here in America. So there is a lot of positives as it pertains to the new potential relationship between the United States and Mexico. That's why Donald Trump was so certain and so adamant, all right, that Mexico was going to pay for the wall. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be a fraction of what the renegotiated trade deal would be under a new NAFTA program, or not even a NAFTA. It would probably be two separate agreements, one for Canada, one for Mexico. All right, and I can't wait for Donald Trump to negotiate these deals. And as I stated, folks, the Trump effect is happening across the world. Everybody is bowing down. Like I said earlier, Putin is now wanting to open up full relations with America. Canada and Mexico are ready to renegotiate NAFTA. Remember the Saudis that Prince Wali Halahola, or whatever the hell his name was tweeting out saying that, oh, I don't like Trump, he's a bad guy, I don't like a Muslim, and all that crap, whatever the hell he was saying. Well, now that Trump is elected president, now you've got these turban-wearing Saudi Arabian pieces of monarch trash. Now all of a sudden they're bowing down. They're bowing down, folks. And the reason Saudi Arabia is bowing down is because if Donald Trump wanted to be a complete and utter jerk-off, he could literally, the first 100 days of presidency, just take that United States base that's there in Saudi Arabia away from Saudi Arabia, and I guarantee you Saudi Arabia wouldn't survive 2 weeks without being overthrown. All right? Wouldn't survive 2 weeks without being over-goddamn thrown, and they know it. So that's why you've got Saudi Arabia all of a sudden bowing down, for Christ's sake. You see, Obama didn't have the balls to do any of this stuff, nor did he have the foresight to do it. He was an idiot. You know, Obama, and I'm going to continue to say this, was our affirmative action president. Everybody just felt bad. Everybody was just, and this includes white folks too, folks. I mean, this includes everybody. Like, oh, we've had too many white folks as president. You know what we need? We need somebody who is an articulate black man. All right, and look, he sounds the part, he looks the part, he kind of knows a little bit about foreign policy, kind of knows a little bit about economics. Let's go ahead and give him a shot. Let's go ahead and give him a shot, for Christ's sake. Yeah, I mean, give me a freaking break. Good God. I'm serious, man. Anyway, we got Saudi Arabia bowing down, and guess who else is bowing down? The Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte. And for you folks that are unaware of Rodrigo Duterte, this is the guy, the new Filipino president, that has made it legal to kill drug dealers in the Philippines. Seriously, I mean, he has made it legal to kill drug dealers. So, you know, if I happen to have a gun and I see somebody drug dealing right now, I could go up to him and blow him away in the head. No questions asked, no going to jail, nothing. So that's what's happening right now in the Philippines. And moreover, Duterte, you know, is kind of acting a little bit like a cowboy in that part of Asia. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he called Obama a son of a whore, which is not inaccurate, folks. I mean, you need to look at Joel Gilbert's movie, his documentary, Dreams of My Real Father, where Joel Gilbert, that's Joel Gilbert, he exposes the fact that Barack Obama Sr. is not the real father of Barack Obama. As a matter of fact, Barack Obama's name, that's not even his real name, man. I mean, don't you idiots understand? Barack Obama is not even his real name. His name is Barry Soetoro. That's his goddamn name, Barry Soetoro. His real name's not even goddamn Barack Obama. But anyway, Joel Gilbert brought out in a very good documentary that not only is Barack Obama's father the communist writer and pornographer Frank Marshall Davis, but Barack Obama's mother was actually partaking in these pornographic shoots that Frank Marshall Davis partook in. I mean, there are actually pictures of Barack Obama's mother in Betty Page-like bondage outfits posing with other women. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not joking. So anyway, I'm just saying, all right? But anyway, back to Rodrigo Duarte. Rodrigo Duarte said that, Obama's a son of a whore. We don't want any more of your arms anymore. We're cutting off. I mean, all this crap. He just literally talked garbage for the past 2 to 3 months about America. Went to go visit China to defy America, so on and so forth. Now that Donald Trump is elected president, Duarte wants peace with America now. Now all of a sudden you got Rodrigo Duarte. He wants to make peace with America now that Donald Trump is elected president. And not to mention, folks, TPP, the Trans-Pacific Trade Agreement, or Trans-Pacific Pact, or whatever the hell it's called, for Christ's sake, it is now DOA, dead on arrival. It seems now that with the Trump's election, ain't no way in hell this TPP agreement will even be signed, and if it is signed, I think Donald Trump will wipe his ass with it. I'll tell you that right goddamn now. I mean, we are witnessing the Trump effect, folks. We are witnessing it firsthand, and the only people that are pissing and moaning about it are these goddamn piece of garbage, useless, waste of life liberals that are out here pissing and moaning. Those are the only people complaining about this crap. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and drink some more liberal tears while I'm at it. Let me go drink some more liberal tears while I'm at it, folks. Goddamn useless monkey spankers out here, for Christ's sake. I'm serious, man. I'm sick and tired of these liberals. I do not want to unify with these people. They could piss off. All right? You hear me, you leftists, you communists, you socialists, you liberals? I don't want to have nothing to do with you pieces of trash. So you keep pissing and moaning. We could care less. I spit on you people. I spit on you people. You stupid anal object aficionado, pansexual Peter Puffer, Cincinnati bow tie receiving, dirty Sanchez loving, rusty trombone playing, Hillary Clinton bedpan changing, piece of kebab meatball chewing, chicken eating cardboard trash. I'm sick of you liberals, man. I will not unify. I will not unify. You can take your goddamn unification and shove it up your ass. Sat here, it took 8 years of Obama, for Christ's sake, man. 8 goddamn years. 8 goddamn years. Jesus Christ, man. Sick of it, man. I'm just sick of this crap. Anyway, folks, let me calm my ass down here, folks. I mean, I'm basking in the Trump effect, all right? Everybody throughout the world knows that the whole planet is about to be rocked when President Trump is finally enacted as president. He's going to rock the planet. And everybody, all leaders in the international community know it, too. I mean, hell, we even got Angela Merkel over here. Did you hear about Angela Merkel? She's warning the European Union about the Trump effect, quote unquote, across Europe. Oh! Woo! I'm telling you this right now, baby. I'm not joking. Look at Angela Merkel. She's scared crapless, and she knows it. She knows that she's going to go down in history, and she doesn't care. It seems to me, folks, that And I'm not saying all women are like this, but it seems to me that the women leaders that have been put forth in the past 10 to 15 years are a bunch of soulless, vindictive, cold, callous individuals. I mean, literally have no soul whatsoever. I mean, case in point, Angela Merkel, within the past 3 years, has single-handedly destroyed her country by allowing millions upon millions of wild Yehudis and kebabs to go in and literally set up shop, live off the government entitlement system of Germany, while German people are now subjugated in their own country by these goddamn Yehudis. I mean, we heard about the mass raping in Cologne, Germany during the New Year's Eve celebration. I could go on and on about this disgusting crap, but look at Angela Merkel. She's still doubling down. She still has no qualms about letting in these damn wild Yehudis. She has no qualms about continuously letting these wild Yehudis destroy Germany, destroy Europe. I mean, folks, right now, Europe is being destroyed. Europe is being destroyed by a bunch of wild Yehudis, and it has everything to do with the EU. It has everything to do with the leftist mindset of Europe, and it's about time Europe starts taking some cues from Brexit, starts taking some cues from America. It is time for you to start raising up against this leftism that has subjugated you into the current position you are now in. Jesus Christ, we are now in the third and final hour, folks, of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. And, of course, I am your host, the man they call Ghost. And once again, folks, I want to thank everybody for tuning in with me. If you have not already done so, please follow me on Twitter, folks. The Twitter name to follow is PoliticsGhost. All one word, no underscores, folks. PoliticsGhost is the name to follow, all right? And, of course, if you haven't already done so, please bookmark the official website of the True Capitalist Radio broadcast. It is blogtalkradio.com/ghost. That's blogtalkradio.com/ghost, all right? Every one of my episodes is there to download absolutely free, folks. Over 1,400 hours of content there, folks. Seriously, we are over 1,400 hours of content. Anyway, folks, once again, I strongly encourage everybody who is a proud deplorable, everybody who is a part of the Trump train or the capitalist army, we don't need to reunify. We don't need to unify with these dumbass leftist pieces of garbage. They either get down or lay down. They either renounce their stupidity, they either renounce their liberal lunacy, or get the hell out of the way. You're a waste of life. All right, we had it your way for 8 years. It didn't work. The place is a complete pigsty. Everybody is an entitlement recipient, for Christ's sake. There are more government workers than there are private sector workers, for heaven's sake, man. I'm serious. I mean, wake up, man. I mean, we have had it your way for 8 years. It didn't work. All right? That whole idea, oh, well, if you just give people a little bit of a leg up, if you just gave them a little bit of a food card, food stamps, a little bit of welfare, a little bit of free education, free housing, free child care, everything would be okay. They would lift themselves out of the ghetto. That's what they would do. No, they won't. All right? No, they won't, and no, they haven't. No, they haven't. Look at all the people that are out here right now that have been collecting food cards, welfare, and all the other entitlements for the past 8 years. Have they progressed themselves? And look, I'm not trying to say that nobody does. I'm not trying to say that nobody that receives welfare or food cards or anything doesn't eventually get themselves out. But on the whole, on the aggregate, I'm sure it is a very fractional percentage of people that actually take whatever's there as a supposed safety net and takes themselves out of the ghettofied, trailer park, or barrio-ridden situation. And that's all there is to it, folks. All right? I mean, that's all there is to it. I'm tired of this. I'm serious. I'm tired. I am tired. And I don't want to unify with these liberals, folks. I don't want to do it. Go screw yourselves, all right? Seriously, you liberal pieces of trash. You are wastes of life, all right? I mean, those of us capitalists that want to carve out our own lives, that want to take personal responsibility for our individual ambitions, our individual dreams, our individual materials, we need for you to get out of our goddamn way. All right? It's bad enough that you had this liberal regime and Barack Obama and the Democratic Party extort money out of our goddamn pockets to give it to you ungrateful pieces of crap. Because I'm telling you, everybody who's collecting a goddamn food card, most of these people that are collecting welfare are a bunch of ungrateful pieces of trash. They feel that they are expected to get this. They feel that they're supposed to get this. And that's what I don't understand, folks. All right? It goes back to what I was saying earlier. Every living organism on this planet, on this earth, has to kill and eat another living organism in order to survive. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Now, where in that biological construct, where in that idea of every living organism on this planet has to kill and eat another living organism in order to survive, where does that say that because you were shitted out of your mother's uterus hole, that someone, some authority, somebody is supposed to clothe you, is supposed to house you, is supposed to feed you? I mean, it doesn't make any sense, folks. And this is how much lunacy is in the idea of leftism. This is how much lunacy is in the idea of communism. I mean, just because you were born doesn't mean that you are supposed to be giving God-given rights to eat, to live, and to be clothed. I mean, you do understand this, right? I mean, you were shitted out of a uterus pipe and put into a world of it's an anarchic world by nature. It's a jungle. I mean, you ungrateful pricks need to realize that just because you're alive and just because you're breathing doesn't mean that you're God's special creature. Okay? I'm serious. That doesn't mean that you're God's special creature, and just because you're alive and breathing and making no other significant contribution to this society, that you're just supposed to be fed, that you're supposed to be housed, that you're supposed to be clothed, that you're supposed to be entertained. I mean, think about it, you ungrateful pricks. Think about it, for Christ's sake, man. Good God. I mean, we got a whole population of ungrateful idiots that actually believe that just because they're alive, that they're supposed to be fed, housed, and clothed. I mean, I just don't understand this. I mean, I said this time and time again. What if the spider population, all right, all the spiders, because let me tell you, when a spider egg batch hatches, man, there's like literally thousands of spiders that are born in a, what do you call it, a spider egg batch, you know? Thousands of them, and typically thousands of them die, and only, I think, maybe about 50 to 25 actually make it. Spiders. But let's just say the spider population was like, no, you know what? Every spider needs their own web. Every spider needs dead insects. So what we're going to do as a spider collective, we're going to make sure to help every spider if we've got a spare web going on, all right? If we've got some spare dead bugs going on, we're going to make sure that every spider is taken care of. Folks, do you know how many spiders would be on this planet if the insect spider community decided to do that or had the cognitive understanding to do that? Folks, we'd be knee-deep in spiders, for heaven's sake. I'm not joking. We'd be knee-deep in spiders. We wouldn't be able to step without stepping on mounds and thousands of spiders.
FiOS is not cable. We're wired differently, which means you can get the fastest internet available with equal upload and download speeds from 50 to 500 megs. So you can upload 200 photos before your favorite song is finished. Click the ad and switch to FiOS today to get our best offer ever.
Now, that's why I am saying that this idea that just because you're born and you're alive, it doesn't mean that somebody needs to feed you, all right? Nobody is in charge. Nobody is anointed. No one. Listen, I hate to burst your idiot bubble, all right? But you idiots, just because you're alive, no one is supposed to feed you. All right? No one cares. I mean, you people need to realize that just because mommy and daddy are giving you a little bit of sustenance by letting you sleep on their couch in the basement, that is not living, you moron. You understand that? You don't even have enough personal responsibility and enough individuality to get yourself your own shitty efficiency apartment. And let me tell you, you can get shitty efficiency apartments out here for dirt cheap. But the reason you don't do it is because you're a fat waste of human life that refuses to take your own individual initiative and carve out your own destiny. You understand? I mean, and that's all there is to it. And listen, I say everything on this broadcast as harsh as I possibly can because I'm sick and tired of everybody pussyfooting around with everybody and saying, well, no, you can't do that, and oh my God, and nah, nah, nah. I mean, I'm serious, folks. I'm not. And let me tell you, it doesn't help that we have single-parent mothers or single parents raising children at this point in time. And look, I'm not going to name names here, but I have, from personal experience, okay, these younger generations, man, these teenagers, these young 20-somethings, man, they are the biggest group of attention whores that I have ever seen in my freaking life. I mean, I'm serious. I'm not joking around. These young, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, they are the biggest goddamn attention whores I have ever seen in my entire life. I mean, everything, and let me give you a case in point, okay? We could be having a conversation in a chat room, okay? Like maybe me and maybe some of the inner circle, maybe some of the capitalist army, talking about a subject matter. We're intensely debating about a subject matter, talking about it. And then you'll have a couple of these attention whore kids saying, hey, you know what I did today? I look what my mommy did today. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at this. Hey, look at me. Hey, look at this. Look what I did. Look what I do. Look at this. Look at it. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. God damn it, just shut up. Nobody cares about what the fuck you do. Nobody cares about what the hell are your done. Good God, you goddamn young attention whores. Nobody cares. Jesus Christ, nobody cares. Let me get the mic. Give me the mic. Let me tell you something. Just listen to your egotistical attention whore selves so that you can catch yourself being an attention whore. If the statements that you are going to give involve me, I, or my, okay, then you're an attention whore. If every statement that you frickin' shut out, either flap your fat Cheeto-stained fingers on a keyboard about or flap your suckhole about, and you say me, I, my, like every sentence, oh, my, or I did or my or me and freaking who cares? Who cares? Oh my God! I'm just saying, folks. I'm tired of the attention whoring, man. I am sick of it, man. And I blame the single parents on this son of a bitch, man. Seriously. I blame the single parents, and I blame the education system because they're teaching these kids how to be dumb, ignorant pieces of shit, excuse my French, and at the same time, they're out here just stroking these dumbasses' egos, man. I mean, oh, that's just great, Billy. Oh, that's just awesome, Billy. Oh, look at that! Look at that right there! Look at that picture that you drew. It's a stick-figured piece of crap. Oh, look at that picture that you drew, Billy. That's just great. You're gonna be a next Picasso, Billy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, oh, look at you, Billy. Look at what you just did. That's just awesome. You did a little dance. I mean, the idiot's like heel kicking or something. He's like, you did a little dance. That's just great, Billy. We have stroked the egos of these goddamn kids so much, it's pathetic. And in my personal opinion, I think that, for a lack of a better term, a lot of these dumbass attention whore kids, they need a beating. They need an ass beating. I'm not joking around, man. I'm not kidding around. I mean, they deserve an ass beating as far as I'm concerned. Let me tell you something. There's nothing more humbling than a beating. All right? There's nothing more humbling than getting a beating. I'm serious. And once you get a beating, you don't become an attention whore. You know what I'm saying? The things that come out of your mouth is not my, me, I. Every statement. And let me tell you, I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of hearing people saying, I did this the other day, and my family and I did, and I mean, seriously, you could actually have a conversation with one of these brats. You could talk about, hey, you could be watching TV. Hey, that's a pretty good. I don't know. Just say there's some ocean scene, or say, hey, that's a pretty good beach out there. Yeah, that's a pretty good beach. I hear that's a decent beach, out there. And they'll go, I remember when I went to the beach at one time, and I remember when my mommy, when I went to the beach with my mommy, she said that was the best-looking boy, and the guy, shut up, shut your goddamn mouth, shut up. Freaking attention whore America. And look, you want to see more proof of attention whore America? Trump protest. Trump protest. It's as simple as that, folks. Everybody on the internet that has any kind of a common sense knows what I'm talking about. Trump protests. And speaking of Trump protests, here's a retweet of a new ad out Craigslist in Seattle. Here it is right here. Fight the Trump agenda. We're hiring full-time activists, $15 an hour. Here it is. I'm telling you, folks, these are not organic Trump protests. I told you how they get them together. All right? They have all these agitators on social media. They have them on Facebook mentions, Periscope, YouTube Live, all of them. They get on here, they go to New York, and they make sure to have a bunch of people in a group saying, yeah, hell with Trump, baby. Hell with him. Come on down here. Come on down here, baby, and protest with us, baby. I'm serious. I'm not joking around. I'm sick of it. I'm glad President Trump is now elected, because I'm telling you, it's time to start slapping these pussies back into reality. I'm sorry. Political correctness is gone, and now it's time to start slapping the absolute pussification. The absolute pussification of the American male. It is time for us to literally slap these stupid fruit bowls back into reality, boy. It's time for us to do it. It's time for us to make America great again, boy. It's time for us to make America great again. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, folks, let me go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, I guess, all right? Because, listen to me. I'm sitting here. I'm trying to literally convey some rational thoughts, some rational thinking into some of these simpletons out here. You know what I mean? And it's easier said than done, because there is a massive amount of ignorance that is just flooding the freaking United States of America, and it seems to me that ignorance is contagious, for heaven's sake, man. Ignorance is contagious. Anyway, folks, let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast, and I'm talking about radio graffiti, all right? That's right, radio graffiti, the part of the broadcast where the spectators become a part of the spectacle. All you've got to do is give me a call right now at 425-390-6146, and when I call on your area code, you've got exactly 3 to 4 seconds to say whatever it is that's on your mind. That's why we call this radio graffiti, folks. All right, and let me tell you, I'm already in an upset mood at this point in time. I can't believe these ungrateful millennial pieces of garbage are falling hook, line, and sinker with George Soros. I mean, you idiots know it's George Soros that's funding these Trump protests, you stupid morons. You know that it's George Soros that owns Black Lives Matter. He does. This is what he thinks. Look.
Yes, I am George Soros, and I like blood. I like to watch people suffer because I own Black Lives Matter. I fund the Black Lives Matter, and the reason that I fund them because the black people are mine. Everything is mine. The world is mine. Your father is mine. Your mother's coochie is mine. Your filthy children are mine. Everything is mine. Because I am George Soros, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can't touch me. You don't know nothing. I should have died years ago, but I'm alive because the world is mine. I am the one that'll let you filthy people live. I am the one that allows you all to live because I am George Soros and I am the Prince of Darkness.
I'm serious. That's what he thinks, folks. All right, I'm serious. That's what he thinks, and he owns Black Lives Matter. So for you black folks that are out there thinking that you're, pulling some kind of black unity by going out and rioting your own black community, rioting your own black businesses, you're a damn fool. You're being led around by the nose by a white man, and the sooner you black folks understand that, the better. You understand that? The sooner you understand that, the better. Do you understand that, boy? Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, folks, let me go ahead and before I get started on Radio Graffiti, I want to say happy birthday to the Marines, boy. You understand that? Semper Fi, baby. Ho Chi Minh was a son of a bitch. Ho Chi Minh was a son of a bitch. Anyway, I definitely want to say happy birthday to the Marines and an early happy Veterans Day to all the veterans that have fought for this great country that we call America. You have not been forgotten regardless of what our current ridiculous, pathetic excuse of a president is trying to negate your contribution. I'm serious. You will be noticed again. You will be respected again. And your service will be honored once again in a Trump administration. And I guarantee you, all you folks that are out there that are listening in, that are veterans, I want you all to know that Trump will take care of you folks. Trump will make sure that you do get the proper health care. He will make sure that if you are going to be implemented out there in a theater of combat, that he is going to allow you to actually conduct a war. To actually conduct a war and not fight this political correct nonsense. If he's going to send you into the theater of combat, he's going to send you in there to chew bubble gum and to kick ass, and he's going to send you there without any goddamn bubble gum, boy. You understand that? So happy birthday to the Marines, boy. Semper Fi. Ho Chi Minh was a son of a bitch. And let me tell you something, ain't no group more of a bunch of badasses than a group of Marines, baby. You understand that? I'm telling you, you don't want to mess with a group of Marines, man. They are fearless sons of bitches, especially, you get them filled with piss and fury. You get them in a bar, for Christ's sake. You don't want to mess with a group of Marines, boy. Those are hardened killers right there. All right, hardened killers. Semper Fi. All right, happy birthday, Marines. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to everybody's favorite part of the broadcast. Do we have any Radio Graffiti callers, engineer? All right, well, let's go ahead and get to Radio Graffiti right now. All right, who do we got going on here? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Twilly Atkins Radio Graffiti. You're gonna goddamn miss me. I can hear it, goddamn you sons of bitches. God. You know what? Just shove it up your ass, Tweely. I'm serious, man. You see, I don't understand how in the hell and why in the hell you people want me dead. I mean, why do y'all troll about it? Why do you think it's a big freaking joke? It's not something to joke about, man. That's not something to joke about. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, folks, hold on a second. What the hell is this? What the hell are you showing me, engineer? Oh my God, no! Hold on a second. Tub guy, did he fulfill his promise of taking a bath with my autograph if Trump won? Turn it up, engineer. Let's hear what he says, for Christ's sake.
I promised. I'm here. To start off, I have a candle here so a certain someone can't claim the room smells like butt crack. Over here, I have a genuine bottle of social justice warriors' tears. Delicious. And finally, of course, ghost autograph. Now it'll be like bathing with a small piece of him every time I hop in the tub. It'll be totally legit. Oh my.
Oh my God, no! Oh my God, yeah! Oh my God, no! That's sick! Damn it, that's sick! Folks, freaking tub guy just put up a video of him bathing in a tub with my autograph. He's bathing in a tub with my autograph with candles lit. What the God? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh good God! Oh my God! Oh Jesus Christ! That's disgusting, Tom God! Good God! I did not sell my autograph so that you could do that. I did not sell my autograph so you could take a goddamn bath with it. So you can take a goddamn bath with it, you sick prick. You sick prick. Oh my God, give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic, for Christ's sake. Folks, I just retweeted this disgusting video by Tub Guy. This, God, I don't even want to describe it, man. That's just disgusting. That's just disgusting. Oh, God. I mean, do you all want me to end this show goddamn early, for Christ's sake? Because it sure looks like you want me to. Oh, my God, that's disgusting. Oh, God, I'm freaking gagging here. Oh, my God. I mean, that's just sick. That's just sick. Oh, my God. Look. I don't know. What the hell am I supposed to say after that? Seriously, man. What the hell am I supposed to say after that? Oh, my God, man. This is... Yeah, I don't even want to... Get this mic out of my... Get this mic out of my face! I mean, I don't even want to continue with the show after that. I mean, good God! I mean, I'm serious, man. What... Oh my God! Yeah. I don't know what to. I don't know what to do after that. That is just disgusting. That's pathetic. I mean, it's gross. It's fruity. It's fruity. Take about 10 steps away from my freaking butt crack, Tub Guy. Give me the mic. The freaking mic. I'm telling you, every goddamn time I hear Tub Guy, everything is a oh my. Shut up! my God. Look, I'm going to go back to radio graffiti, man. But I can't take any more of this garbage, man. This is. Look, let me tell you something, man. If you guys continue this on, all right, if you idiots continue with this crap, and you troll me and you try to make my life miserable and do all this crap, I'm warning you right now, I will end this show faster than you can say, what? I'm not joking around, man. Do not, and I repeat, do not harsh my mellow. Do not harsh my mellow. Jesus Christ. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? Let's go back to freaking radio graffiti. Anonymous radio goddamn graffiti.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and play this vibrator right now.
Jesus Christ. Anonymous radio graffiti. Jesus Christ. We got Disco Waffle radio graffiti.
Keep eating, Daddy. Keep eating. Oh, Christ, no. Get away. Get away.
What the hell was that? You a Pac-Man freaking splice? Are you serious? Jesus. Anonymous radio graffiti. Night Prowler radio graffiti. I am putting a freaking dildo up my ass right now. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. You son of a goddamn son of a bitch! Shove it up your ass! Stop trying to make me sound fruity, boy! Stop trying to splice my voice and trying to make me sound like some goddamn taking it up the pooper homosexual. I'm telling you, stop it, you stop it now, or I am out of here. I am out. Jesus Christ, give me the mic. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic, for Christ's sake, you sick, twisted perverts. Sick, twisted perverts is what you are. Jesus Christ. Hey, look at this out of Infowars.com right now. Canada or bust. Airline offers anti-Trump celebrities free flights to Canada. All right, now, did you hear that? Snoop Dogg? Samuel L. Jackson, Lena Dunham, Amy Schumer, Chelsea Handler? You hear that, Cher? Get out! Get out of my country! All of you, get out! Get out of my country, you ungrateful pieces of crap! Jesus Christ, who else do we have here? Anonymous radio graffiti.
Hi, my name is
You!
My name is
Racist!
My name is
Hambone!
Hi, my name is
You!
My name is
Racist!
My name is
Hambone!
Hi, my name is
You!
My name is
Racist!
My name is
Hambone!
Hi, my name
First of all, first and foremost, screw Eminem. Secondly, I am not a Jew. Thirdly, all right, I'm not a racist. I'm a melting pot of friendship, all right? And fourth off, I'm not a freaking ham bone, all right, ass crack? I'm not a freaking ham bone. I'm telling you, I am waiting. I really would like to try to find Eminem on the street and beat the living beat Jesus out of him. And as I stated, I would not leave. I would wait for the cops. I'd proudly be handcuffed and taken to jail. And as I stated time and time and time again, once I get into the jail, okay, all the black people in jail would hoist me on their goddamn shoulder like I'm a freaking sultan because I kicked the crap out of this cracker-ass cracker. Do you understand? Huh, boy? I'm serious. I'm not joking around. I'm telling you, all the black people, all the ethnic minorities, they'd hoist me on their shoulder because I beat the crap out of this cracker-ass cracker, for Christ's sake. I would become Mr. Black People in that damn jail cell. I tell you that right goddamn now. I would be Mr. Black People.
Fios is not cable. We're wired differently, which means you can get the fastest internet available with equal upload and download speeds from 50 to 500 megs. So you can upload 200 photos before your favorite song is finished. Click the ad and switch to Fios today to get our best offer ever. Fios is not cable. We're wired differently, which means you can get the fastest internet available with equal upload and download speeds from 50 to 500 megs. So you can upload 200 photos before your favorite song is finished. Click the ad and switch to Fios today to get our best offer ever.
Anyway, let me go ahead and continue on, for Christ's sake. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Boat 73, Radio Graffiti.
I am as racist as you. I am as racist as you. All right. I am as racist as you. I am as racist as you. All right. I am as racist as you. I am as racist as you. All right. I am as racist as you.
All right, we get it. I already said I wasn't a Jew. I'm not a racist, all right? Son of a bitch. I wear yarmulkes for coffee filters. 973 Radio Graffiti.
I was young, I was a girl next door. Always played with her yo-yo.
Well, yeah, you have an Obama phone, and I can't understand you. I mean, I use yarmulkes for coffee filters. I don't wear the sons of bitches. Jesus Christ. How about area code 352, Radio Graffiti?
This is True Looney Tunes Radio, yeah.
I am your host, the pig, they call Porky Pig.
The curly-tailed varmint of business.
Yeah, big deal.
Give him ham bones or give him death.
Hey, you're pixelated.
Broadcasting from his pig pen and out back of old McDonald's farm. Yeehaw!
Tell me, is there any insanity in your family?
And now, he'll take it from here. Your host, the muddy flea-bitten galoot of flea-bitten galoots. The fatter than a slopped hog they call Porky the Pig.
Now you cut that out!
You son of a... Shut up! Look! You all shut up with the Porky Pig trolls already. I'm getting a little sick and tired of that crap. You shut up your ass with the Porky Pig trolls, you goddamn Jurassic slap asses! I'm not joking. Shut up with the Porky Pig crap. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic. Give me the goddamn mic. I'm not joking. Jesus Christ. Who else? How about 210 Radio Graffiti? Oh, Jesus Christ. We got a Helen Keller deaf mute over here in San Hambonio. How about 716 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, yo, didn't get to call in yesterday to congratulate you on your tremendous work during the meme wars. Just came to call in and say, good job and keep fighting the good fight.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. Thank you very much, for your kind words. Once again, I mean, we have been victorious in the meme wars. And let me tell you something right now. There's many more battles to come. But right now, this week, we celebrate. Next week, it's on with the capitalist agenda, baby. We're going to make America capitalist again. And that's all there is to it. How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti? Templeton Sanders Radio Graffiti. Hillary Rodham Clinton. I want you to eat my penis.
Yeah.
Eat it!
Yeah, it's kind of bittersweet.
That's right. God, you sick son of a... You sick son of a bitch! What the hell? What the goddamn hell was that crap? What the goddamn hell was that, for heaven's sake? Man, I'm getting tired of this crap, man. Seriously. All right? I mean, we actually have President Trump now, and, I shouldn't be putting up with this crap anymore. I'm serious. All right? I mean, President Trump is now the man. I mean, I shouldn't have to be putting up with this crap. I mean, I deserve more respect, for Christ's sake, man. I mean, I'm a capitalist, and I deserve the respect accorded that title, for Christ's sake. Jesus Christ, man. Give me the freaking mic. Give me the mic. The freaking mic, for heaven's sake, man. I'm warning you, man. Next one of those, I'm out of here. I'm not going to sit over here and put up with this crap. All right? I deserve more respect. I can tell you that right damn now. Jesus Christ. How about anonymous radio graffiti? Jesus Christ, a Helen Keller deaf mute, for Christ. Get it straight! Get it straight! Anonymous radio goddamn graffiti. This guy's deep-throating his phone, for Christ. Do you hear him? He's playing with his pecker shaft, not... Jesus Christ. Anonymous radio graffiti. Jesus Christ.
G'day, guys. Distilling Capitalist here, man. How are you?
Hey, what's going on, Distilling? How you doing today, man?
Pretty good, mate. It's actually Remembrance Day over here, which is your Veterans Day. So I've just got done with the raising and lowering of the flags. What I wanted to ask you is, in regards to your election, why the fuck are the libtards so goddamn hypocritical? I mean, one second they're telling Trump to accept the vote no matter what it is, and the next they're out there whinging in front of Trump Tower.
They're hypocrites, man. I'm telling you, these people are lunatics, liberal lunacy. I mean, democracy only works when it works for them. I mean, I had to sit here and pallet 8 years of Obama, and we barely made it out, for Christ's sake. Now we're trying to make America great again, and this is what we have. I'm telling you, these liberals, they don't think in rational thought. These people are idiots. They're more like the attention whores I was talking about earlier. They're ungrateful, they're self-absorbed, they're hypocritical, and they're ignorant as well, man. So, I mean, you can thank the single-parent families of this country. You can thank the public education system of this country, so on and so forth, man. So it's pretty bad out here, man. It's sad. It's sad. I know they're bashing Trump out there in Australia, too. Am I correct?
Oh, you would not believe it, man. It is insane. I haven't seen a positive newspaper article, media article, anything on the TV. I haven't seen a single positive thing from the Australian media at all.
Oh, that's unfortunate, man. I'm telling you. Thank you very much there, Distilling, but it's unfortunate that Australia, and let me tell you, I actually like Australia. I actually want to visit Australia. But, man, now that they're turning more for the progressive, more towards the left, they got rid of their guns. You know, they told the Australian citizens to turn in their guns. I mean, it's gone out of whack out there, man. I hope that someone stands up in the political scene in Australia and has a theme much like Trump, making Australia great again. Because that's a beautiful country, man. I'm telling you. A beautiful country. I mean, most of the country is undeveloped. Most of the country is, not populated. Very, very cool part of the world there, Australia. Cheers to my fellow brethren in Australia as well. How about anonymous radio graffiti? Benito Gostini, radio graffiti. In Chicago, we got a bunch of didn't-do-nothings blocking traffic. I mean, let me tell you something. To be honest with you, when I'm driving down the street and I see a nigger in the road, I floor the freaking gas pedal. Oh, Jesus. I mean, that's horrible, Benito. That's horrible. First of all, I never said that, and secondly, that's freaking racist, man. That's freaking racist. Good God. Anonymous Radio Graffiti. Looks like we got a decent pianist again, another decent pianist. Who else do we have going on here? How about 805 Radio Graffiti?
Happy Hanukkah, Ghost.
Happy Hanukkah. I don't celebrate Hanukkah, ass crack. Jesus Christ. I am not a Jew. Shut up. I use yarmulkes for coffee filters, all right? I allow the bread to rise. I don't like matzo balls, all right? Anonymous Radio Graffiti. All right, shut up with that stupid idiot song. All right, just shut up. I know what that dumbass song is, for heaven's sake. 832 Radio Graffiti.
Hello, Ghost. This is Dermot the Gay Folk here, and I was wondering that now that Trump is president, will I be able to have gay anal sex in front of an elementary school? I think it will be pretty fun.
Shut up, you stupid freak show frog! Shut up! Jesus Christ! Good God. 646 Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Jesus Christ.
Right now, a historic moment. We can now project the winner of the presidential race. CNN projects Donald Trump wins the presidency. The business tycoon and TV personality capping his improbable political journey with an astounding upset victory. Donald J. Trump will be...
Yeah, I know. Keep feeding us those liberal tears, all right? Keep feeding us those liberal tears. They're delicious. I like it. You son of a bitch. Who else do we have here, for Christ's sake? How about Anonymous Radio Graffiti?
Danny J, Radio Graffiti. And let me tell you, folks, if you're still watching this mainstream media and you're on the internet, you're a damn fucking... Excuse my French, folks. You're a damn lazy fool. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it clean here, folks. I didn't mean to slip up, my traditional vernacular,
Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies. Tell me lies.
Sick of that goddamn troll. I'm sick of that troll. Shut up your ass. Man, I'm sick of that dumbass troll. Shove that dumb, stupid, old play-out troll straight up your ass. Oh, Jesus, man. I'm sick of that troll. Stop doing that freaking troll, you dumbasses. Seriously, stop it. I'm sick of that. Stop. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking goddamn mic, you son of a bitch. Jesus Christ. We got 10 minutes left. Thank God. Thank God. Thank goddamn God. 952 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Yeah, hey, man, it's me from yesterday. I didn't get to finish my point. It was actually a good point. So Bernie Sanders, he's a socialist, right? So, I'm always seeing these guys, everyone's, on their phone all the time. And honestly, dude, I think we could all stand to be a little more social.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you finally took the asking question every statement vernacular out of your damn language, because yesterday, now you sound like you got a pair of balls. Yesterday, you're like, it's like Bernie Sanders and, shut up, all right? And yeah, we do need to be a little bit more social, but why don't you tell that to the assholes that are glued to their phone? Why don't you tell that to the assholes that are out here on social media 24 hours a day trying to finger bang Miss Annie Mae Rottencrotch over this fiber optically connected world we call the internet? Huh? Why don't you go tell that to these imbeciles that are utilizing plentyoffish.com so that they can get themselves and their wee-wees played with, for heaven's sake? Why don't you tell that to that? Good God, who else do we have here? 484 Radio Goddamn Graffiti. Just shut up, shut up, shut up! 909 Radio Graffiti.
Heavily supported Bernie, heavily supported Hillary, and I still think that in her lifetime she deserves to be the first female president. And that's what makes me so sad.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, that was Miley Cyrus, for Christ's sake. Miss Skankosaurus herself. Miss Skankosaurus slutbag over here. Hillary Clinton. Shut up, you stupid Skankosaurus slutbag, for Christ's sake, man. You probably got so many infestations of fungi and diseases up in your uterus crack. I'm sure you could probably donate your body to science and infect the whole goddamn science exploration crew with a new unfounded sexually transmitted disease that turns your crotch into liquid crap. Good God. How about 616 Radio Goddamn Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost. Tactical Memes here. You'd be surprised how many people in general on both sides, never took a civics course about our elections. Like, say Donald Trump wins, of course, but the Electoral College votes Hillary, or vice versa. That would be the worst possible thing that would probably ever happen, more than any candidate in history could ever do damage if that scenario occurred, because it would set a horrible, terrible precedent that would change. It would do more damage than anything else I could think of.
Well, I don't think that's going to happen in this election cycle one bit. I actually think the Electoral College is going to vote for the will of the people, and if they don't, they better watch themselves. That's all I'm saying. Anonymous Radio Graffiti.
I got your blue state right here, baby. Black and blue. At the bottom of the dried up well, and I think you know what Texas means to me.
No, don't you even dare, boy. Let me tell you something right now. Now that Donald Trump has won the election, we out here in Texas, we're going to systematically eliminate these leftists like you would any kind of parasite or roach. We're going to systematically get these people out of Texas, seriously. And if not out of Texas, we're going to make the environment so uncomfortable for these leftist pieces of trash that we're going to shame these people for participating in leftism. Because as I stated, folks, if you voted for Hillary Clinton, if you were supporting the Democrats and Hillary Clinton, you were supporting Satanism, you were supporting pedophilia, you were supporting criminality, you were supporting corruption. And you need to realize that, and you need to understand that really quick there, boy. Jesus Christ. We got 213 Radio Goddamn Graffiti.
Fuck your Lone Star Beer. Fuck that fucking Alamo and fucking Lone.
Hey, wait a minute. Shut that song up your ass already. Let's not start that crap. 973 Radio Graffiti. Yeah, we can't understand you in that Obama phone, man. Seriously, get a damn better phone, please. 610 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost. I wanted to weigh in on the election, but since it's Radio Graffiti, I guess I'm just going to give a shout-out to the engineer. Good job.
Hey, man, thank you very much. Sorry about that. We'll go ahead and open up the phone lines tomorrow for a Baller Friday free format edition. So be tuning in during that time. I'll make sure to take plenty of calls, and we'll discuss whatever you want to discuss like we do every Baller Friday. Who else do we got here? How about 225 Radio Graffiti?
Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, like the show, man. Keep doing the good work.
Hey, man, thank you very much. I appreciate it, man. Who else do we have here? How about, Jesus Christ, with these dumbass freaking anonymouses, for Christ's sake, shove it up your ass? Good God. How about 541 Radio Graffiti? Yeah, pretty good guitar. I think that's Godzilla, man. Pretty good goddamn guitar there, Godzilla. I really appreciate it, man. Who else do we have going on here? Jesus Christ. How about 619 Radio Graffiti?
Hey, Ghost, it's Asho. I have 2 questions. Do you know that California is trying to secede from the United States? And I have another question. What's up with fucking these liberals talking about the Electoral College, that it can be repealed, that Donald Trump, some shit like that?
They don't know their ass from their elbow. They don't know jack, all right? I mean, what they need to do is just sit there and shut their stupid liberal leftist waste of human life mouths and just take it and eat it. Eat it! Eat it! Eat it, liberals, all right? There's nothing you can do about it. So sit there and keep eating, fatty. Keep eating. And you know what, by the way, you know what we should do? A new capitalist army operation. I think that we should encourage all the liberals to just move to California. Say, hey, do you hate Trump? Move to California. All right? You got free health care. I mean, just talk about all the socialist perks and just encourage. Let's just do a systematic ad campaign to encourage these liberal crybabies to go to California, and let's encourage them to exit from the union, for Christ's sake. And by doing so, believe me, we send as many losers of the left as possible to California, we could bankrupt California. Do you understand that? We could systematically bankrupt California. So I encourage each and every one of you liberals that are out there crying delicious liberal tears, and let me take one more drink of liberal tears here. Delicious, baby. Delicious. I like it. I encourage each and every one of you leftist, liberal, waste of life, communist trash, all right? Move to California, baby. All right? They'll take care of you. They got free health care. All right? You can get all kinds of government, state-funded entitlements. All right? You can get your weed. You can go smoke your ass off out there. All right? It's right there by the Tijuana border. All right? So you can go get yourself a little bit of squeeze at a damn hump camel show bar out there. You do all that crap, boy. You can do all that crap. That's right, boy. Move to California, you liberal pieces of trash, and get the hell out of Texas. All of you liberals that live in Texas, get the hell out of here. We don't want you here. You are not wanted. I spit on every liberal in Texas. I spit on you pieces of crap. Jesus Christ. Let me go to a couple of more callers. How about 614 Radio Goddamn Freaking Graffiti, for Christ's sake?
Ghost, I laminated the autograph in thick plastic, and I plan to donate it to the local bathhouse so it can be admired for generations to come while bottoms get plowed. Oh, my.
Oh, you son of a bitch. God! A freaking bathhouse! God damn you, Tucker! That is not why I sold my goddamn autograph, you sorry sack of crap! That is not why I freaking sold my autograph, you son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! You know what? I'm done with this garbage. I'm done with this show. Give me the mic. Give me the freaking mic. I'm done with this goddamn show. You have fruited up this goddamn broadcast. It is officially a goddamn bathhouse Thursday, for heaven's sake. I mean, you'll be lucky if I come back tomorrow for a Baller Friday, all right? 4 p.m. Central Standard Time every Monday through Friday is which we traditionally broadcast. Follow me on Twitter, folks, Politics Ghost. All one word, no underscores, Politics Ghost, and get yourself the Meme Wars apparel, baby. It's the pinned tweet on my Twitter account. Everybody who buys a Meme Wars Soldier shirt gets the Inner Circle discount till Saturday. So get your Meme Wars Soldier apparel now. I'll be here for Baller Friday.